go to YouTube. Yes, we are hearing. Yeah, Princess Pine here says she's hearing me. So, Madam Alice, if you're not hearing me, then please, it's your fault and it's on your end. So fix it
Yeah, she can log out and I mean,
and log out and come back in, and then you yell. You see, I'm watching it on YouTube, and then you yell. Yeah, it's sounding. YouTube got the sound on YouTube. Yeah. On YouTube. So for those of y'all who just relaxing, who put it on your big screen, go to YouTube and put it on your big screen, and then you're gonna hear Mr. Yara clear, loud and clear to them. But Paul, you glasses, yeah. I see you for a long time. You wearing glasses.
Paul, your glasses, you know how it's do.
Oh, okay.
People in Paul, your glasses, God name where
Anima.
you walk out yeah, you glasses
Yeah, unye anyi glasses my son. Don't know block you know. I will carry one and put it in the car. Who did not car now? Me, one me.
I know, man.
Put corrective lens on my
Exactly.
on my driver lesson.
You can read the things. You can read again from the long
Where
distance.
Jerome go? Where say you want get Metro PC? My sister, you my Jonathan sister. We are hearing you from Vivian Wright, and the sound is good from Nene Kuya, and then Vivian La. So, Mr. Yara, thank you for the appearing on the Print Double Show. You can see in the back the border room. You're one of those great contributors of the border room.
Yep.
The big sound of pot boarding here. Guessing Jerry said, "We're boarding that pot." I said, "Guessing why you still boarding the pot?"
It's what the guys cooking in that pot.
Yeah, cook a lot of with herbs and all kind of things with mason and put in that pot.
Jerry's a fire brand, man.
Yeah, but welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. For a long time, Mr. Yara.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Dover. Yeah, right. It's been a little while, but we are here.
It's not a little while, man. You've been out for 6-7 years, man.
You mean been out? What do you mean? I don't know.
We don't see you. I get more, man.
Oh, but my man, we come to America for probably see each other or for all living.
So, Mr. Yara, let me give you the time.
I do understand what you mean. I mean, when we converge as a community, that's why.
Yeah, I see you in Minnesota.
Yeah, you're right.
I see you in Kansas City. I see you in Iowa. I see you in North Dakota. I hope I see you in Kentucky. That would be your first or second trip here in Kentucky.
Definitely, I'll try my best to be there this time around. You're right.
Put it in.
Now, I got the point now. I mean, I know if you said I don't see, I know what you mean, and you're right about that because, we kind of migrated here. We become part of the community, and we got used to each other. So to just stay away that kind of way,
Yeah.
So your accent can be felt. So that's good. But thank you very much. Yeah, thank you for inviting me, and I hope we have a very nice show tonight.
Yeah.
I always follow. I think you're doing your best. You and some other guys in the community who try to hold this public service thing, public announcement kind of style. So thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, okay. So, Mr. Yara, let me give you 1 or 2 minutes so you can tell who Mr. Yara is. Since you left, the people who were maybe 15-year-old, our sisters, our children who were 15, 16, they have turned to their adulthood now, and they don't know who Yara is. So let me give you that chance so you can introduce yourself to my audience.
Okay, so we're gonna restrict our conversation to the show, and the intent of the show tonight is to have or to discuss GGAA and GGA. I mean, Grand County, on the large scale, and GGA as an organization, and everything else that follow. So, in that context, I will just let people know, those who don't know me, I'm Alexander Nyizi Yallah, senior. I do have a junior, so I have to add that surface there. And I have played a lot of roles in the community, in the leadership of the Grand Jury community in the Americas. So first to begin with, I did start as a Secretary General of the Grand Jury Association in the Americas under the leadership of Henry Congley. We try to retain ourselves, or we try to be re-elected. We went for the election against Matokana, and we did not succeed. So we stuck around, and then when Timon Collins, the Colin Powell administration surfaced, we were tapped into to serve as the Ways and Means Committee chairperson for 4 consecutive years. And we're putting our all to the best of our ability. And then we came down to our district initially, Kunamo Statutory District. When we first got involved, it used to be Kunamo People Association, and we thought it was necessary to broaden the horizon of the organization, that is to include other sections. It sense that the name of the district is actually the name of the Kunamo people. So, and we got other three other different sections in our district, so we make it very broad. So we, instead of saying Kunamo People Association, we kind of amended the constitution.
Statute, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, to make it Kunamo Statutory District Association, and then at that level, I served as the local chapter president in the Pennsylvania area for a couple of years, and then I rose up to the um, national leadership as a national president for 2 terms, that's 4 consecutive years.
Mhm.
So, and then in the same token, we work with other organizations within the better weight of the Grand Association. I mean, the Grand in the America. I serve on the board of the Mose Poker Harris Association, but before that, I served as the election commission. I don't know whether that was the first election, technically, I would say. And then after that, I was tapped to serve on the board as the chairperson of the board for another 4 consecutive years. So those are our community service kind of energy that we kind of, we spread around the place
The
here.
guy,
And then,
the guy say you were chair. I know chairman for the director, the Baptist chair of director working for Gigolo.
oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, definitely. No, that's about Africa. I mean, like I said,
Yeah, Ivory, yeah, Cote
I want to
d'Ivoire.
keep the conversation in the context of the discussion
Yeah,
tonight.
yeah,
For
here in
all
the
of the
US. I
person,
just try to put it out there because your people,
yeah.
the people who been knowing you for a very long time,
So
they
the,
all
the
popping
person
out.
who mentioned Baptist, right? I
Yeah,
did.
that Jerome Gao, money
Yeah.
maker, rare.
Oh no, Jerome, my homeboy. I
Yeah,
mean,
so as you talk about GGA, I mean KSDAA, where you served 4 years, two term, and you left, and Mr. Denny came, and then how is KSDA? Are you still involved, or you laid back, or what? Because I heard that a lot of stuff went on since you left.
yeah. So what happened, Prince? In this kind of disposition where you lead people, and then it's almost like a stage. You get on the stage when you serve, your time is over, and then you give
Yeah,
time
the other people that dance in
to the other
stage.
people. But that does not negate the fact that you can be active. Yes, we have been active when we left. We stay kind of active. I mean, I would say kind of a little bit um, partially because obviously a lot of things went on, and so sometimes it comes with a lot of disappointment, and all these
You're
community
talking about
organizations.
disappointment. What do you mean disappointment?
Yeah, when you lead, you lead, and then you pass the mantle over, and it's like you guys running the marathon, right? You pass the baton over to the next person, and you expect that person to take that baton to the out of the finish line, or maybe to their own finish line pass, but then they just drop it in the middle, and then the whole organization go in this array. People start all over, go back way back to the end of the line to start over. It disappoints a lot of people. So that's what I mean. So
During your journey, your your leadership under the KSDA, you had a lot of scholarship and you paid a lot of people school fees. Or is it still continuing now in your community, in your
yeah, so
organization?
so so to not be that kind of too I would say flamboyant on this show tonight. Based on my own analysis, I think KSD was the first Grand Jita based organization that really started the scholarship thing back home, and it really came to fruition, and there was actual people who were benefited, people graduated with their degrees, and they are very grateful today. I mean, I stand to be corrected, but to the best of my ability, I think that was one of the organizations that really started and actually implemented, and there was a good result. Now, to ask whether it continues, I don't know. I don't think so. I know the young lady now who is the president. She's been trying her best to rekindle the relationship between the community college now that the university college now, and between the university college and the organization. I know she's been trying. But my predecessor, I'm sorry, my successor did not do well. He fumbles on the way. He trashed almost everything that we did, everything we put into place. And those things were not put in place for personal purposes because a lot of people that benefited, some of them also were not related.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even remember anybody with a Yallah name on a scholarship that went there and got scholarship and completed. I don't remember, and I don't think it was wrong for anybody with a name to have been on it. But the point I'm trying to make is that we were not self-centered. It was not about our family members. It was about the entire district, people of the
Mm-hmm.
district. And Prince, Mr. Double, just a little bit to digress a little bit here. You asked the motivation. I mean, the motivating factor behind the scholarship was just very simple. We migrated over here. With a lot of people came to the country. They went to school. They went to go to professional schools. They went to vocational schools. They went to different colleges with different professions across the eye. We
Yeah.
got doctors, we got nurses, we got lawyers, we got this, we got that, we got accountants, we got up to teachers in this particular this United States of America.
Mm-hmm.
So the question here is, who feel the gap back home? Are we ready now to, to just pack our bag now and go with our credentials as medical doctors, as nurses, as lawyers to go and work in the district? No, we're not prepared. We're not ready. So the best we can do is to bridge that gap. So train the other people on the ground who are the local people, give them what they call it, education, so they can be able to provide that service for our people. So if you look at the scholarship, it was all structured in a way that we will pay your school fees after technically, if it was not a scholarship, not put it that way, because the was scholarship, or it has its own their
Yeah, I
own
do with
their
scholars.
own meaning. Yeah, you gotta be people
Yeah.
who
So
actually
yes,
they're
get a little financial
going
aid.
big grades. So technically, it was a financial support.
Okay,
They were
you wanted
paying.
somebody with seed.
Yeah, we just wanted to
Yeah.
pass, just make
70.
sure
See,
get your 2.00. Once you don't fall below the passing grade in the
and
college, you
y'all help
okay
them
with
out.
all. Yes. I know a few person on the board had a problem with that, but we have to convince them the reason why we want to do it. Because first of all, you want someone to be scoring 3.5, 4.00. The person not even get the first thing they not even get food to
They
eat
ain't
for the
get food
to
to eat.
study.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
person kind of got to go on the farm
yeah.
hustle and
So
so at least
exactly,
when they get that C 70, it's acceptable.
absolutely, and that does not mean we did not encourage people to be scholars. I mean, a lot of the guys who graduated, they graduated with honors. We got a lot of smart guys. Like one young guy, may his soul rest in peace. One boy, I just forgetting his first name. Very good young man. He even went to work with the school system, the Granger County school system, and they sent him to Ziatown, and that was very good for us because that was the intention for the guys to be trained and then go back to
Yeah,
to, to
well,
teach.
so,
Yeah. So obviously. Unfortunately for us, our successors, for some reason best known to them, they did not follow suit. And the program was not written, it was not captured in stone, or not written in stone, was not to be everlasting, but the program was logical. The program was feasible. The program was it was needed. So I thought other people, the next person could just continue.
during your leadership,
Mhm.
Mr. Yala, you sent couple of medical supplies to the district, Kunamo Hospital. How is it? Is the hospital still moving? The hospital. I saw that the current administration got some beds and mattresses they're trying to send to the hospital. So, are you in touch with anybody? Do you have any idea on how the clinic or the hospital going on in Seattle?
Yeah, actually, we are in touch with the people. I think I have frequented all abroad in any the last 5 years than any time ever in
Yeah,
my
I saw you the other time you were in my town. You were in Sable. You said, "My
yeah.
man,
So
your town
I'm
here."
always I'm always I was just there recently, a few months ago.
Oh,
So obviously, yes, I'm in contact with these people. The hospital is okay. The good thing here, that we were very happy for the infrastructure itself, the building, the hospital was constructed by German Agro. So it's a very big facility, very big and solid facility, very decent, Prince. And when you get there, I mean, you just want to be like, you know what, can I just hit the jackpot and just buy everything the people need to keep the place going? The people operating theater, my man, you enter the place over there and you compare to Matotomy, you'll be like, wow. So we got this kind of facility in the backyard, yeah. So
it's
yes,
your town.
yeah,
Seattle
in
City.
Chinatown, very nice place. Even when you enter the hospital compound, yeah, it's okay. This is a health facility, very quiet place, and you got a lot of knowledgeable people working. The good thing, the government will rotate the staff, the same people from different places, young guys, physician assistants and nurses and the midwives and all the different people to work over there. So yes, the hospital is intact. And now just to add on. That was our mojo. That was actually our modus operandi. We really want to see the health sector and the education sector. That's what we were focused on as an administration when we were at KSDA level. Let us help our folks to get some education, and then
Yeah.
also help our folks who already are in dire needs of health services. and to see what we can do. So we did that. Now, Prince, it will surprise you that when President Weah first got elected, when President Weah got elected, and he appointed the health minister, Wilhelmina Yallah, Dr. Yallah,
Yeah.
start to have a tour, around the country. And when Dr. Yallah went to Granji there, Kunambo, it used to be Kunambo Health Center, it was flagged. So she was like, people just talking about the place. So she said, but we go and see the place. So when she got there, the first thing, she was very, very astonished to see the
Impressed.
infrastructure. Yeah. But that was not really the breaking point. When she entered the place, Mr. Double, she saw materials that she did not see in any other counties or districts she visited in Liberia. So she was like, but how you guys got got the stuff here? And then those guys were very fair to the discourse. They were like, oh, our folks in America under the banner of Kunamo Strategy Association, they help us to get all this stuff.
I remember that on a boat to get it there was
Yeah,
difficult.
exactly.
You
And then
had a little rough up with the boat. They
no,
don't
that
approve it, and then you took the thing. I
yeah,
remember that. I remember that.
we'll definitely get to that. But
I remember
and
that.
the good thing, I was around. I read around. I was in his regime. So the guy who was the administrator said, "Oh, but the guy who leading the group that's in this thing, he's here, And he's in his register. The lady was, I got to see this guy. I got to see this guy. So Wilhelmina Jala made her effort for us to meet. When we met, the lady was like, Alex, I don't want to be, kind of too overexcited here, but I want to tell you, I'm very, very, very impressed about you people. Because I have toured the length and breadth of Liberia, visiting all the health facilities. I never, even the big hospital right in Israel, a couple of the materials you're getting the place back there that you're from for your people to help them. We don't. Government can afford to bring the stuff for the people. One thing she emphasized, you were like, I saw the delivering chair because in a hospital they get special seat they can put the ladies in. If not on the bed, because
Yeah.
they got delivery bed to the bed. They got break it in a way that the woman can be in a position that
Comfortable. Yeah.
comfortable. So they get the same thing with the chairs, and even to do how they call it, women examination, gynecologist examination. They get special chair. They got to sit in to be comfortable. She saw
Yeah.
all these. She was like, wow. So she, expressed her gratitude, and she was like, I beg you, you guys should not stop. Y'all keep helping. Even if you guys can extend it to funding the over-the-counter drugs for the people over here, will
Yeah.
really help our, the country.
So
But again,
those things were all sent from here.
yeah, so, that's why you see we are grateful to GGA.
The current representative now for the district, Madam Marie Johnson, was on the board at that time.
Yes.
She was on the board.
And in fact, Marie was very instrumental. In fact, Marie was the health, technically she was the chairperson on the health committee during my time as president for KSDA. So she was the chairperson on the health committee. So she was very instrumental in the whole process. In fact,
Yeah.
Marie was the one who witnessed the loading of the container. I did not go to Maryland to load the container because what happens here, and this is why we are so grateful to GGAA, and this is why we're going to stick around. And this is why we keep telling people that GGA will be around even after us, after the next people, after the next generation will still be around because this is an institution that is grounded. So with the blessing of GGAA, we were recommended to Brothers Foundation.
Oh,
And
okay.
when we engaged Brother Foundation, they gave us the whole protocol. We follow suit. Once you do all the people paperwork, they do their investigation, they find out you're legit, they start funding stuff for you. So we did not pay anything other than the shipping, the loading and shipping. You understand? Because all GGA did was just recommend. So this is technically an auxiliary
You
organization.
load it, you ship it, you got to Liberia, you got the government, and wherever Ellen then got involved, you send it to Zweju.
Yeah, to Kunamo, so to speak. Yeah,
President, give the president the credit now. The former president, Ellen Tlaib.
Oh no, definitely. A lot of things, even besides that, a lot of things she did. That's why I would just want to keep this conversation in a little conference of our community, Grand community. But if you want
But that's a community. You just said you shipped into Africa to your people. So that's a same community. That's it's a broad around it. It's the same
Mr. Double to be sincere.
And our sister, I don't know if she don't know you. She said, "Oh wow, I can see you." Enjoying you talking, maybe.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Jojo, yeah. So it's the same thing. It went to Liberia. You got your tax, how you got it, and then you ship it to the president. You do all the people. It went there. Our people
let me talk. Yeah, let me touch that a little bit. Let me just use 1 minute to touch that. You're right, Prince. Sometimes these things we should not allow them to be swept under the rug.
I'm not a supporter of Salif Johnson, but I mean she helped in that process. So give her the credit. Yeah, so, I give people the credit.
But this is the point there, Prince. In fact, that was not the first time Ellen Johnson Sirleaf helped the Kunamo Salutary District or the Kunamo people. Let's put it this way, right? So, as a secretary for Grand Jude Association during the administration of Henry Congley, we visited Ellen for the first time in New York, in Queensdale,
Okay.
some part of New York or Queensdale. So we have this arrangement with the ambassador, and she was like, "Oh, let they come over. I want to see them." So when we went there,
You never seen Crown people for a very long time, so she wanted
yeah,
to see you.
because she had her own little thing going on. So when we
Yeah.
got there, she was very impressed. You know, she met us, she met the leadership, and then may peace be to her ashes. The great and our great legend, Omen Barbara, he went with us.
Mm-hmm.
And you will not be. I mean, you won't be surprised to hear me saying that woman recognized just 2% amongst the whole group of people that went there. I think I mean probably maybe 10, 11,
Saw the
12
picture
person.
where you're student from the building.
Huh?
I saw the photo that time where you when
Yeah.
you took
So
picture.
walking the place, she recognized. First of all, she probably bang her. She called the man buy it. So you stay hanging around. What are you doing? You can't come back because I think our guy, they all end up being the
Yeah.
vanguard progressive, the progressive thing in Africa, in
Well, they
Liberia.
were in the organization like bring in
Yeah, in
America.
America, exactly.
Yallah, like Yallah
So she
people.
recognized the puppet. Oh, bye, he's still going strong. Then the next person she recognized was Eric Kong. So, oh, Mr. Kong, you blah blah blah. So they talked briefly, and then we sat down as a team. So unfortunately, the president was kind of running a little bit late, coming from Maryland, where he used his own route and he got stuck in traffic. So, as a secretary, I got to take the stage. So on the other guy, Mr. Babler, Edmund Babler presented the president's statement, and then I thought the statement was too much for the president. I mean, that's my own view, and like I said, that was my own opinion. That the
Yeah,
statement, what we were requesting, was too much for the president. And Mr. Fred Green was on our trip, Mr. Tall Gatto was on our trip, a lot of prominent Granadians were on our trip.
yeah.
So we presented our statement to the lady. One thing she picked up from the statement was about building schools. About one of the things the president requested the most, she built high schools in all the districts in the place. So she was like, I understand. I'll take the statement. I'll read it later. About one thing that's stood out in this statement is you guys asking me to build a school. Then she started to educate us how the process works. And I thought it was a little defeat to our own presence because we should have done our homework before even presenting such a thing. Why you want to ask the president to build schools in all the districts? We already have high schools there. We need to ask
Yeah,
her
yeah, yeah,
to
yeah. That would
build.
motivate them
Yeah,
and
motivate this, all they got to modify the school. But anyway, that's a whole nother discussion. So I thought, as you know what, so when I was given a chance as a secretary not to present, so I slipped in the KSDA situation. And what's the situation by then? The situation was the school in Ziatan has always been elementary and junior high school from the normal days all the way Samuel Doe regime,
yeah, we
Toronto.
found in
Yeah.
high school, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. The same people that build the multilaterals around Liberia, the same people build that school. I think K and A something. So it's a decent place, but it has always been elementary and junior high. So before we met her a couple of years, it has been elevated to senior high through the instrumentality of one of the Kunumu guys in America here. He engaged the ministry and his idea was very brilliant. So we supported him. But then we got caught in the middle where as the government said the school is elevated, but we can't pay teachers, we can't pay high school teachers right now. And the guy was, he volunteered, he said, you want to pay the teachers. And in this open forum, let me just say thank you to him, Reverend Joseph Ludo. He lives in the Pennsylvania Belt here also, somewhere
Oh, okay.
around the Derby area. Yeah. So he started that, then he brought it to KSDA now as an organization. We bought it from him. In fact, we convinced him, we took it away from him because
Mm-hmm.
he was kind of spending his money, paying this guy every month. So we
Oh,
took it,
wow.
we took it from him, yeah, and then we pick it up. So I thought it was the best time now to slip it into the crack and let the president know what we're doing. So
The
when I put it
government can
before
take
her,
over.
yeah, when I put it before her, the woman left everything but the whole Grand Jury Association business. The woman, she picked up that case. You were like, what? I don't believe what you're saying. This is not right. You guys, the citizen of that country, of that county, you guys are here. You're trying your best, but that's your responsibility to pay teachers. I'm very grateful. I'm very happy you're doing it, but it needs to stop. I mean, and when I mean it needs to stop, it means that government need to take over right away. So
Yeah.
I give you my voice. The only thing I don't know whether what you say is true, but once I verify it's true, definitely the guys will have to. In fact, all the time the teacher will have to pay them. But you thank you very much.
Oh,
And
wow.
as God will have it, I mean, she was true to her voice. She got to Labrador. The first thing she called Honorable Chris Bailey. Chris Bailey was the superintendent, and Chris Bailey had to be like a big brother and a comrade. We went to the same school. You were just one step ahead of me. So he got upset. He called me and said, "But Ellis, what's going on?" And he told the private, blah, 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 blah. And he started saying, "Hello, Mr. Bailey, you live in the county. You the superintendent. The poor guy high school right behind you there. People in America paying the teacher. You don't know." He said, "No, I went there during the elevation of the school. I was part of the process when the deputy minister for secondary education came. I took the lady there, but I don't know that you're paying." So I said, "Okay, now you know now." But our intention of telling the president was not to muddy the water for you.
Yeah, we're not to
Because,
do
yeah,
anything
because
to
I want you to
anybody
see people
back
be
there.
like, we're posting here, Gary. So I said, no, that's not our intention. We just
Mm-hmm.
want this thing to be done. We can't be in America struggling, hustling. They will be paying government, open the government, open the workers. He said, okay, no problem. The president said, I'm going to go there and go check, so I'm going to verify. He came back, he called me again, and then he went to the president. And just by the time the president got the information, I was also in Liberia. That woman made sure the teachers left from Kunembo, from Ziatans to be specific. They came to Morovia. I think they had already taught for maybe 9 months before the information got to her. She made sure Ministry of Education paid them. Ministry of Finance paid them their 9 months. The only thing she told me is, Mr. Yallah, I will not lie to you, we cannot pay the teachers the amount you're paying them because we're paying them $150 across the board.
Yeah, they got to pay them to
Yeah,
this.
so she said, according to the pay grade now, BSc holder making $90 and master degree holder making $120. So y'all get 2 master degree and 3 BSc, that 5 teachers. So the BSc will go to 90 and the master will take 120. But then we're paying them 150 across the board. So the agreement was, okay, gentlemen, y'all take that, then we'll augment you. So you were making 150 and you're not going to 90, we'll still add $60 on you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, you were making 150, now you're making 120, we'll add about $30. So everything
That makes a lot of sense.
yeah, we'll only do that for 6 months, then we'll get off the process. They were happy.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's the first thing she did. The second thing she did when the continuing thing happened, unfortunately for us, when the continuum got to the port, the vendor we used, the person we used to ship the continuum, the person mistakenly went and wrote different information on the paper. Instead of saying charitable charitable items to be donated, the person said personal effect. So the Labrador Port Authority heard our continuum that we should pay tax if we pull it outside and said, no, we're not going to pay 1 cent on material that we're sending to the country to help the citizens of the country. First of all, it's not our responsibility, but we're doing it because we have
you're doing it, yeah.
people. So if you guys can meet us halfway to solve this problem, then I will meet the president. And I continue to say, you are preaching to the choir. You know I'm talking about me for the benefit of the listeners.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a problem. So the continuum said that the good thing happened for us, there was no perishable item in the continuum. So I was not worried.
Medical,
the medical supplies, the wheelchair, hospital bed, IV pole, how they call it, syringes, injections, needles, how they call it, catheters, all the other things that you can use for bear pen, fragile bear pen, bear sacamo, all the kind of stuff that was in there. So and I was not panicking. And a lot of people in the organization were kind of, jittering. I mean, they were jittery, they were worried, they were like, oh.
Yeah, you got whipped during the process.
In fact, we were accused of doing playing some kind of jewelry with the people, materials and all that kind of stuff.
Until when you got the thing, it was going to Kunembo, people had doubt that they had to videotape the thing from the port going to Kunembo. They reached to Ganta, they were still doing the videotape until it reached to Ziatan.
Exactly. Unfortunately for us, unfortunately for us, wanted to be re-elected. And then the continuum was still at the point when election was about to start in Kunembo district. We had to start running campaign. So our opposition now, they had a heavy Trump cap plan. That's it.
Those men so continue acting.
Yeah.
I know what we're talking
people
about.
started there, we loaded our informing permanent people like Timon Collins. Timon Collins was only just a member of KKSD. He was on the board from Maryland. In fact, he from the Maryland chapter. He had nothing to do with the continuum. In fact, we are grateful to him that he recommended us through his administration, Brothers Foundation. But he had nothing to do with the whole process. In fact, Timon Collins and LA, they had their first question. So what they did, they load their cars on our continuum and ship it back home. They sold all the material, blah, blah, all that. But it's political, so it wasn't a big deal.
Yeah.
And we knew, and sincerely, we knew the continuum was there. So we involved other stakeholders. We involved Matatomen Memorial Hospitals administrator, the county health administrator. We involved them in the process. We involved. In fact, Gion Doe was the deputy director for something. I think operational at the port.
Yeah, Gion helped on that process, but
I dragged in the picture. I dragged in and said, "Yo, man, your grand."
So let's fast forward. Then later on, Ellen came in the process.
Yeah. So right around that time when the port was very adamant. In fact, after Gion intervention, the port still wanted money. So I went to the president again, and she was like, "Oh, you again?" And when I put the case, I said, "But you got another good case. Why do people behaving like this? This is it. I mean, this is some of the things they do to support people government. You know what? Hold the executive clemency letter, go get your continuum from the port right now." And she called I think she was Afrida Tamba, the LRA person.
Mm-hmm.
She called in my presence, she told him, I said, "Listen, man, I don't like what you'll be doing. The young man is telling you the mistake on the paper, even though they say personal effect, but the acting in the continuum there has to do with the hospital in the district. Have you done your investigation to find out whether he's saying the truth or not?"
Then they continue looking at that. So I was
getting. You put that continuum. How that continuum came out of the port, Prince? So now our opponent they have to change their strategy, but we're late now already because
Yeah, well, campaign season. Yeah, we went to Minneapolis. I saw the video from the boat chair now, and the people we actually were on the boat. We talk, and then later on we talk until we got getting tired. We said, "Well, we want to see video."
Yeah,
we saw the video.
And then we
go into Kunembo, the people putting the things down from the thing. So that was a good thing that you guys did for your people there. And then the current president now is doing the same thing. She packed the container She sings Kunabo right now. She got saw with a Kunabo radio station.
Okay.
And she parked a big container medical pads and
Yeah. Rena,
Rene Woody is on her on there, and the container is on there. And the Grand Jury Association, either poor. You saw the video too?
Yeah, I did see that also. They
Or
continue.
they say that's politics. Why now?
So, Prince, you see, I mean, it's just funny, and these things, sometimes we have to accept, embrace whatsoever comes, out of these kind of processes, because when you're having election, be it in a non-profit organization or in a governmental setting, what have you, election is competition. All right. Once election is going to be election is around the corner, it's competition. So you're not going to expect somebody, singing, what they call it, kumbaya to you, or singing, praise singing, for you. No, they will find anything, anything opposed in the political scene, throw anything from the kitchen, at you. But mind you now, the opposition too has a responsibility to be truthful in the kind of thing they will throw out there. You don't just throw anything because you just want to throw
No,
anything.
they say why now? We got May. Then you say you're shipping container
Because
in
my answer to you, I'm not part of the administration, but I will tell
February,
you,
May, March.
I mean, why it is true, I'm not part of the administration, but the simple answer is simple. This is the appropriate time. This is the time that the container is been loaded. This is the time the container, maybe the organization, the board approved, or the organization taking money to send the container. So I don't see anything about timing. I don't see anything. If either did not perform, if Madame Poit did not perform all throughout the last past, almost, I can say almost 2 years, and she just sent container at the 11th hour, that's not going to help her. Because people already make all the answer, I'm not do nothing, man. We're not gonna vote for her. But if she performed throughout and she even did not send anything at all, I mean, the people will still vote for her. So the question about why now? No, it can't be political. The people need the material. She got them and she sent them. The people in Grand, they're not gonna, they're not gonna attach time to it. Say, but why election coming for you? Say, oh, medical supply to the hospital. Is that what they're
They
gonna
will
tell
be
her? No.
grateful, huh?
They're gonna jump on their gloves. But I mean, you go to the hospital, what you gotta go buy their own gloves. Print, jump on the put do physical exam. You gotta go to the store, to the food apple shop to go buy gloves. I
Oh
mean,
wow.
they'll come on, list the plastic gloves. So
Yeah.
if they get that some of those things they continue, the people, the medical practitioners will be very, very excited, will be happy. So I don't see any question about why now. The politician can spin it as much as they want to spin it, but it doesn't make sense when it comes to the idea of serving the people.
Okay, Mr. Yara, thank you very much. Let's come now to GGAA. You serve as former Secretary on Glay and former Ways and Means on Collins. And then you left after Collins left, you left the same. You serve as an election commission 2017. I brought many to the presidency.
Yeah.
And then from there you start to leave the stage. They say every good dancer knows when to vacate the stage, according to that guy from Kenya, Patrick
Yeah.
Lumumba, wherever.
Yeah, but the Lumba.
Yeah, PLO guy. He said that, and you left, but you. And now we're having election. There's in May in this state, the two candidates. We have Mr. Gilmore, Otavia Gilmore, and Edith Poa, the incumbent. Are you going to get involved in the process by endorsing any of them?
Okay, so it's not going to be just a no here. Let me just kind of elaborate a little bit. First of all, if when Patrick Lumumba say every dancer, it's an African adage, it's an
Yeah,
African proverb that says every dancer know when to leave the
want
stage.
to leave the
In
stage.
our case, we knew when to leave, but we did not leave completely because we still need to support as other people supported when we were around. So the
Yeah.
organization is around that kind of situation. We're going to be around, and forever until our time on this face of the earth is expired and we leave.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, I agree with you on that part. Now to answer the question, Prince, in this kind of disposition, political campaigning, political competition, yeah, obviously people have to take side.
Yeah.
But this is the key point here. You don't take side just because you want to.
Mm-hmm.
You don't take side because you want to be heard. You don't take side because you want to be seen. You don't take side because you want to appease somebody or some people somewhere. And the reason why I'm making this comment, I'm saying these things is that you take side because of the organization, the well-being of the particular institution that the people competing to lead. Now, what you take side for, you don't take side for the individuals that are competing.
Yes.
Now, the question will be, what do you mean? The people that want to compete, you look at our track records, whether they serve before, whether they don't serve before, whether they do other things in the community or not. You look at the track record to determine their current record, past record, current record to determine the future. But the most the most, how they call it, important part of the whole decision making process is how does the organization thrive? Under whose administration will the organization thrive to the best? That will be the question to yourself. And to be honest to yourself, you're going to go for the person who you know can keep the organization afloat. You understand?
So
So,
you, Mr. Yallah, Alexander Yallah,
yeah.
who do you think can keep this organization afloat?
And then that's the point I was just coming to. So you put these people on the evaluation table, and then you compare and contrast, and then you make a choice. So again, the choice is not embedded with that of maybe we're from the same section, we speak the same dialect, or we're from the same tribe, or we're from, it has nothing to do with that. It all has to do with how best that person can lead, how best the person has led before. So the candidates in the current what we call current election cycle now, how they call it, the Gamer Slew team and the Poir what team. Um, Technically, I mean, obviously, I endorse either. I mean, I endorse the Poir What team. All right, I endorse the Poir
You
I mean, the
endorsing
Poir
Madam Poat now, or you did it before?
I've endorsed either before she ascended to power, and now I'm doing it now again for her re-elections.
And what is the reason?
And then the reasons are plethora. There's plethora of reasons why I'm doing that. I will just touch few. All right. Now, let me first of all register that when people vying for these kind of positions, there's a scrutiny body set aside by maybe the board or the organization, or the organization itself, supported by the Constitution. And in this case, the Election Commission is the scrutiny body.
Mm-hmm.
Let me first of all register my disappointment with the Election Commission, the current Election Commission. Myself serve as the Election Commission in this organization,
Mm-hmm.
and the required responsibility of the Election Commission as per the Constitution has to be followed to the letter. There's no if or end about that. In this case, it's so sad that I don't see the scrutiny aspect of this, but of the process from this election commission. I don't see that,
What do you mean?
because first of all, people who vying has to pass through the process, has to be able to meet the criteria.
What's the process, Mr. Yallah? What's the
So
process? Former election commission. What process you talking about?
there are requirements on the table, Prince. It's simple. All right. You want to apply for law school, you want to apply for medical school, you want to apply for other professional school, you have to have this GPA, you have to have this, you have to have that. All those things are outlined. So in the case of GGA, they tell you if you want to lead the national administration for as the leader in the process of being elected, you have to meet A, B, C, and D. Number one, you have to be a leader. You have to have led within the community. It could be any surrogate organization or auxiliary organization of the GGA. It could be Mose P. Harry. It could be Sister Bon. It could be National Togway, National whatsoever. It could be anything else. That alone put you on the pedestal, because again, you have led some of the organizations in the Nigeria cycle, including the
Yeah.
GGA itself. In the
Mhm.
GGA, you might have taken up some appointed position or elected position. It's very clear in the Constitution. The second thing, at least have a high school education. At least. The Constitution never said anything about its equivalent. It's just a high school education. And the way you verify that is to bring your high school credential at least complete 12th grade. And then other things follow. So my disappointment with the commission, I don't think they did anything. I don't think they scrutinized well. With the high school aspect, I'm not easily able to defend my argument that people did not graduate or they graduate, because I don't know what the document submitted, and I don't know why investigation the commission did. So that I will let the commission pass on that part. But the part
Mhm.
of leadership is very visible. If people have led it in the community before, you will see it. You will know the community is very smart. I know how Otavia given leading anything before.
Otavio is the president for his chapter.
Okay, so that's the bogus part of it. That
What do you
again
mean?
has its own whole long haul, and I don't want to take our time to waste our time, because election commission already qualified, so let's just move on. Because
Mm-hmm.
first of all, if you organize a chapter, you have to be elected to be the president of that chapter. You can't be appointed and assume that you're the president. If you're appointed, you have to be temporary, then you go for election. And in as much I'm concerned, based on the information that is filtering in from reliable sources, there was no election here in Detroit. In fact, the last time I saw one of the Detroit board members arguing on Facebook that the young man is very nepotistic. He putting people on board who are related to him, all that kind of stuff. But that's not really the discussion for now. Election Commission, I only brought it up because I'm disappointed, and I want to express why I'm disappointed. However, Howbeit, we have passed that level, right?
Yeah, you
So
already passed that era.
yeah, so they'll come back to the endorsement. So poor, our team has been endorsed by me. And openly, I'm saying it tonight. That's the team Grand Children should vote for in the majority to give them the second term.
Are you going to campaign for them? For them?
Absolutely. I've always campaigned. Even the first time, even though I did not show up to the election because I was not in the country. But yes, I spoke to people. A lot of people who follow some of us based on maybe some things they believe we do that is right. And then when they ask us our view to balance their own judgment, we gave them we share the information with them. So yes, to answer your question, I will campaign for them.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I will go
And you,
I
and
mean, I will
you,
go to.
Alexander Yallah, breaking news out of my show tonight, the Print Double Show. Alexander Yallah. You say what that N stand for again?
It's N
Yeah,
Nizi.
Nizi.
Mhm.
Oh,
Now Nizi.
you buy Nizi, bro.
Now Nizi. No, I'm not really about Nizi, but it's Nizi. Nizi.
Alexander Nizi.
Yeah, Nizi
Nizi
is a typical
Yala,
French name.
almost say Nizi Bawe. In Nizi Yala, I just
Mm.
endorsed Madam Ile Poy team on my live Facebook. And then Madam Gage Roga, she said, thank you for doing that.
She's very welcome. I don't know, for some reason I can't read a comment from her side. Is there anything I have to do yet from the read the comments?
I don't know. Maybe your phone came from Seibo. But
No, I'm not from City. I don't need to I can take your slip and be running behind the monkey. And I'm not part of that group.
so they,
Yeah,
they gave us more reason. He said that let's come to this accountability. Back then they called it GGAA Cash App, organization. Have you seen the what have you seen that they have done with our finances? Because back then, check flying all over the place, accusation of corruption. Have you seen that in this administration?
Okay, so no, my answer is straightforward no. However, let me attach a little footnote to that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so no, Edith. I mean, I always say Edith because we worked together. She was once my boss when I was the Ways and Means Committee chairman.
Yeah.
All the chairpersons on the committee reported to the vice president how the calling poor administration was structured, so that it can take some burden off the president's shoulder, engage the vice president. Because in most times we see the vice president will be ceremonious. But during that time, we organized it in a way that the vice president has something to do. So we're reporting to her. She will be the one to check on the committees or doing the writing or whatsoever. So forgive me. I will just go by her first name to say either. But that is out of no disrespect. Okay. So just for the conversation, the purpose of the conversation, then to be very short, I will just say either. Yeah. So I have not seen that happening on Edith's watch. Okay. We don't see checks flying around. We don't see this. We don't see that. All things that we consider to be not, prudent or financially prudent, or or some way that some things that I would think that's not good for the organization. We don't see that happening. Okay, so and that's good because you see the problem yet, Prince. And for me, it surprised me it surprises me to the extent where people do not understand. The organization has a straightforward rules and regulation that as a leader just follow the rules and regulation. Nothing you need to. I mean, you still have your executive kind of administrative kind of policy and stuff, but the board still have to be able to pair that with the constitution and support you and agree for you can carry on the administrative policy, because it has to be in line with the constitution. Because the constitution says that any policy that is not in line with the constitution is technically a violation of the constitution. So I
Yeah.
don't know what people get hard time when they take leadership, they be struggling doing things completely outside the box, and people have to call them back to order. The constitution outlay everything clear. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you one example. I think most of the organizations around mimic the GGAA. So I will give the example will be with the Mose P. Harry. The Mose P. Harry Constitution is something similar to the GGAA because I'm one of the guys who helped to write the Constitution. Also, I'm one of the signatory to the Constitution.
Yeah.
So there's something in there before the presidents come up with, all the administration come up with projects. Okay, that project has to be, yeah, you can have it. That project has to be outlined, and also, presented with everything backing it. That is, if that's something you want to build, you have to tell the board how you're going to sustain and how to call it that thing to keep it going whatsoever. And I was just going to mention my friend and young brother here, Bishop Freeman. For no offense to him, Bishop was the president, and Bishop wanted to build school in Liberia. I mean, elementary school in Grand County. That was his administration plan, and when he unfortunately for him, he wanted some money to go to Liberia, but the way he wanted the money, the constitution did not support that way. And I was the board chairman, so I told him, no, you can't get the money. And then people got infuriated. Some of them didn't know that we're following the laws. Bishop, but I mean, the good thing, Bishop realized that we're following the law. So he was like, okay, Mr. President, Mr. Chairman, what can I do? So I said, go back to the books. The law says very clearly you're supposed to do. Prepare your plan, your project plan, submit your project plan, let us evaluate and see. And then we approve for you the money. I don't want to be the money laying out there. It's not on anybody's shoulder. It's
Yeah.
not for anybody's personal use. If you want to use it for the organization, definitely we'll support you, but we will support you based on the laws. You know? So I don't know why people, when people take leadership, and Bishop on us too. One by here, for 10 hours, he did everything. People wanted to follow the convention. Boo, he brought his paper and put it down. And we went through it. Even though that time I was hesitating, well, at least he presented something. And I think the board that came in, the board approved for him. They started what they wanted to do. I just brought out an example just to tell you the laws are just on the books. Follow the laws, you'll not get no problem. So I don't know what people be doing things, going here, coming so, I mean, if you even have your own personal plan, project as a president or as a team, and you projected that to the people through the election, I mean, or what we call election season, through the campaign, and then you win and you want to implement that, present it to the board. The constitution guide you what to do. But if you want to do something else on it because you want to take shortcut, then the people stop you, then you start having problem with people. Okay? So I will tell you, Poa has been doing her best. All right? She followed the laws. And that's very important. That's the whole thing. That's the
So you
bedrock.
think Madam Poa is following the constitution, the laws on the book, and she's doing the right thing for the organization? You're going to give her another 2 years or 3 years.
And that's the reason why. Yeah, that's the reason why we want to, and we're asking people to give her another 2 years. So that
And we'll see Mr. Yallah on the campaign trail, campaign for Madam Edith Poa.
There's no resolution, Prince. There's no reservation. Once Mr. Yallah is available, he has the time and energy. I mean, the energy is always there, but once the time is available, definitely yes. You'll see me on the campaign trail. Yes, definitely.
You're going to call Mr. Cherry Jiroka to join you.
Yeah, that's a good one. I'll call a lot of people. Even I'll have to call. Or now that I see that people who when we had a problem with the organization, in the organization when the other group decided to form another group, I see a lot of people from the other side coming back because they know this is the model base. Yeah, we had to reach out to a lot of people. A good friend of mine, a small sister, our brother, how they call his name, Ellis Gay, who has to be a very big brother and good friend of mine. Younger sister, I was telling lady Vera Okan Davis. On the other side, I'm going to be talking to Vera. I'm going to be talking.
You're going to be talking to Levi Kine.
Yeah, I just came back, so I had to go visit Mr. Guion because his family bereaved. I'll try to go to Philadelphia. I'm going to Mark. I'm going to convince Mr. Guion. And Mr. Guion is a rational guy. You know why we should support people who pushing the agenda of the organization, because he loves the organization. He's been around for a very good time. Even though he had his own,
So are you trying to tell me, Mr. Yara, those who are supporting Gilmore don't love the organization?
No, that's not what I'm saying. First of all, I already established the fact that election is competition. So you see people take to vote, choose sides. That I established that. So I'm not saying they don't love the organization. I can accuse them, if you want me to be like open like that, I can accuse them of they don't want the organization, wanting the organization to thrive. But it doesn't mean they don't love the organization. Now, if you tell them that somebody don't want anything to prosper, that means the person doesn't like it, then that's their own definition. But I would
tell you, man, let's pivot a little bit. See your man, Daniel Pine. See your man, JJ Dennis. On the campaign trail with Gilmore. You have any issue with him?
Yeah. So first of all, let us establish that I got no issue personally, and I got no issue legally, because it is their constitutional right to support who they want to support.
Yeah.
However, I do have an issue when it comes to the well-being of the organization. I don't think they want the organization to grow. Oh, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so.
They are supporting Gilmore and Slew?
Yeah, I don't think they want to, because Gilmore and Slew have no trace record to prove that they can lead anything or they can push anything forward. So why you can't just complete the term with the woman, the lady, the current administration are doing well, then Gilmore and Slew can be groomed, they can come in the picture. Because first of all, direct them to pick leadership around the place and lead. Let's see what they can do. Let it test the water. So to just allow them just grab the bull by the horn, you don't like the organization. Almost like you in the canoe, and you know the canoe is in mid waters, and somebody there trying to punch hole in the middle of the canoe. You can't tell them, man, start putting nail, start nailing the canoe, with a nail, because it will be hole and water will pass on that. I mean, pass on the canoe, enter the canoe, and then we can get drowned. But you say no, what the person doing, the person should continue to do it, because obviously you're in the middle, you'll stay cross. That's not a good, kind of idea. So the two big brothers with are holding to very high esteem. These are people who I work with from the very.
You got Honorable Augustine Menye, Honorable James Uboti.
Yeah, so let me just conclude on what they call your name Big
Honorable
Brother
Pine
Daniel,
and Honorable JJ.
Big Brother Daniel Pine, aka Joseph Dwyer, and then JJ Jerome Paul, aka JJ Dennis. Okay, these guys are older big brothers. We in the community we have a very good rapport. Both our community, life and professional life. I work with them. Okay, I work with them. I can definitely vouch for JJ that he's a very on the professional scene. He's a very hardworking guy. So I used to work for an institution that they got hired, and by coincidence, both of them was in my program. I was managing that program. Okay, Mr. Pine had to leave for some reason, best to himself to take transfer, go somewhere else. JJ stuck with me for a while. Even I left JJ there. JJ stayed with our company. He's very diligent when it comes to the professional side. Now we're out there, our whole social community side. Hell no, they're not doing well at all because they don't want the organization to thrive, for which is supporting people who don't have a simple clue on what to do when it comes to the leadership of the organization. Now, to Augustine Mary and James Ibote, again, legally, I don't have anything against them
Yeah,
because
that's your constitutional right
but
to
it's a
do.
very disappointing and disgraceful fact for people who led the organization with the hope that the organization will grow to decide to make it a digress, to let people who will not do nothing for the organization. It's kind of shameful. But again, it's a left with the electors, and that's their right. Nobody can take that away from them. But that just tells the kind of leaders that they are or they were. Because if I left KSDA and I have the privilege to support a campaign team based on competition, then I'm going to support somebody or the team that I know that had no trace record leading anything. While I got other people there who functioning already, then it just tells me the kind of how embellished is my kind of leadership style. So that's all I can say about these guys.
Okay, Mr.
Yeah.
Gerard, let's pivot a little bit because we want to open the line. We're going to be an hour now, an hour I mean, on this show. So we're going to open the line for people to call in and ask the question. But we got two questions here. If you don't want to answer these questions, you're not supposed to answer them. But these are personal questions, things that
Okay.
are going on in our community. And I must
Okay.
ask this question to our leaders, people who led us before, how we've been running this organization. There is this court process that is going on. Michael V. Romeo Clark, the coach campaign chair, the deputy campaign chair for the poor or Yanwe ticket had been, I don't know if I should say sue or lawyers involved in the process where she's been warned to desist and cease and desist from saying certain things. And you've been here before in this community, serve as secretary of the organization, Ways and Means, and how people's been behind our former leaders. I think they say she said he's in an extra marital affairs. So I mean, you got a girlfriend outside, whatever, thing like that. And there's a court. There's a lady who called from the Gilmore's lawyer to warn the lady to cease and desist. What's your take on this whole case?
Okay. You see, so first of all, Prince, it's very very disappointing to hear that people who or trying to compete for the leadership for the kind of big organization as GGA is, or big community, and they will have a very thin skin to go to the extent to try to intimidate other people who they think do not support them. That's the first thing I want to establish here. You want to lead the community, but you do have a thin skin, and then you challenge, you're trying to intimidate other people with legal processes to get them off the radar. That's not going to work. I don't see it working. It
Hmm.
did not work before, and it's not going to work. And it will not work in the future. Because number one, once you put your name out there for the kind of leadership, for the kind of positions, for the kind of services, you become a public figure. Now it's up to you to go and justify in the court. How does this statement cause you damages? How does it cause you pain and suffering? How does it damage your relation? The onus is on you. The boys in your court. You got to go tell the people in the court, I suffer damages because of this statement. All right. So first of all, let me
I
just say that.
understand, Mr. Yada, he gonna go there,
Yeah, I
get
come in.
ready, and this.
You ask me
I
a
want to
question.
know, since you've been around, have it ever happened where somebody say
No, nobody does
a
that.
leader get girlfriend outside? I've never said those things about Fred when I ain't never see Fred go to court.
My man.
I never said
No,
those things about
listen,
Pauline.
nobody has in the history of GGA since I've been around for the last 20 years. Nobody has done that. No leader went to court. Leader will call people and say, listen, don't talk about me that I don't like it. Please stop. Leader will call other prominent people in the community. Elder say, please tell Prince Double he says something about me. I don't like it. Let he stop. That's why I know. Because I did it before. I call people, tell somebody to stop what they're doing because I don't like it. All right, and the person cease and desist. I didn't go to my lawyer to write an intimidating letter. The letter, you even read the letter, you feel that you know, so the lawyer said, who wrote that lawyer? The lawyer is just a foolish person, because you're writing other person who you don't know and you threatening them in your letter. You think the person can go down on a lawyer to write on a person and threatening them too? So the point here, Prince, to answer your question, no, it has not happened in the organization. I mean, in our community here, and I don't see it happening now. People who come in to do it just tell you that they're not fit to do anything yet. I mean, they should not be giving they should not be giving any platform here for them to stand or to say they're going to be leader around here, because that does not make sense. Now, let me come right back to be very specific here. Let me be very specific. That very young man, very
1 minute,
motivated.
Mr. Yallah. Don't rush. We got questions that we're going bit by
Okay,
bit
all
here.
right. So to answer
So
your
you
question,
trying to
no,
rush here? This is the
no.
question. The first one
We follow many leaders here.
you never seen that happen
No.
here in our community. People call behind the scene and say, "I don't like it." To tell this, I remember when the bottom room was in force. It was moving on. People call up my fiance at diner and tell us, "Oh, to tell Prince and to tell the other coach, or even you." One time he told me, he said, "Prince, the other story, bringing problem. So take the post." Or I was driving from Missouri that night, and I had to. I told him, I said, "No, Yala, you know the rules. We can take posts down." But he told me, "Say you're bringing problems, so you have to do that, Prince." And we bend the rules and we took it down. I think 2 cases like that. But you, Yala, here, you felt it. It was 2016. This particular individual. I don't know if you don't want me to talk today. We can.
No, go ahead. It's
Yeah.
open book. Prince,
You
open book.
because you community leader, you led us before, you've been
Mhm.
secretary, you've been Ways and Means, Kunemo District. 2016, your baby, I think I begin now, almost 10 years old now. yeah, next year I mean 10. 2016, there was a story in the bottom. I gotta take that. I took that story down. The little baby picture in the hospital. I don't know how he got it. Gilmore, Otavio Gilmore. He published. I don't know if you can remember that story.
Yeah, I do remember.
Published that story. Alexander got a Black American woman. He just got a baby, and what he's going to do, it was just another thing. And
Yeah.
I just got up from sleep and I saw it, and people called me, and I said, "No, I got to take this down. Going too far."
Okay.
And this is the man who taking someone to court because they say he got girlfriend or something. He love to the person. So what's your take on this?
Yeah, so like I said, he's joking. I was just putting the common Liberian ways. He's not serious. He's not ready yet. And that lawyer don't even know the community she playing with. She just think because she can get money from her clients, she's writing letters. So for that, I don't even want to waste my time on it. Now back to the topic here.
Mhm.
Prince, once you vouch for leadership, be it a profitable or non-profitable organization, you become a public figure. The only thing you can do or you can push forward for legality is when somebody threatens your existence.
Yeah.
Somebody say, Prince, was the person that I will excuse me for the person I will F him up or something like that. Then definitely,
Yeah, arrested.
yeah.
If you threaten
Then
Trump.
your life now is on the line because you don't know what the person mean, what they got to do, what they want to do. You don't know. You can always want to take precaution. You want to get the authority involved. You want to get people to put that person on the radar and watch them. But somebody come and say, Prince, don't you share, get plenty call. Prince, I'm sorry, I got you, Prince Johnson. Prince, double share, got plenty color in it. Prince, double glasses, look like, no, you community leader. People would say what they want to say. Now, to this particular case, yes, Prince, I mean, that time we were, like you said, we were on the stage. And I was not president of GGA, but I'm not even president of KSDA either. I was just Ways and Means. But again, I'm not going to be pointing finger around. I know who were behind that because they could not stand the heat. They could not stand some of us the way we could defend ourselves and defend the administration we were supporting. They decided to use a young man who had no clue of what the hell he was doing. Now, how does my kid, I mean, my woman giving birth, what does it have to do with the community in the first place? Then you ask me what happened to the Chien sister. Well, you can go ask the Chien sister what happened to her. You asking me. Because when I met the Chien sister, the Chien sister said, "Man, what's the hell between all? You were not there. You don't even know our conversation. You don't even know our agreement. You don't even know what's the hell is. I mean, it's about that is going down. But you just get up because you get loud mouth. You come on social media and say, "Oh, congratulations to the man." He put my baby picture there, which is very, very disrespectful. And then he said, "Congratulations to me." And he said, "What happened to our Chien sister?" I didn't even picking or laying down. You saw me, Prince. You called me and said, Prince, if you can take that pose and take it down, lead that young man. He said, I call it young man being defiant. I said, but man, just take that pose and lead that man. That man does not know his own direction. I'm not going to waste my time because when I look at him from age perspective, which of course, don't get me wrong, age got nothing to do with wisdom. But when I look at it from age perspective, he's not even next to the girl who next to the guy who next to me. He went down the line. So I know his uncle and his brother were pushing him to do that nonsense because you were not even in the picture. You were not even active with GGA. And he started writing for people who supporting Collins Boy and started targeting people. So I didn't take offense to that, Prince. If he had just mentioned, say, oh, they man, well, just give birth and blah, blah, we're going to find where he live, we'll shut him down, then that's a whole different ballgame. But he said, oh, congratulations, what happened to our twin sister? And I wrote that. I went back on that simple. I said, go ask the twin sister what happened to her. You said you're laughing. You said, man, you're talking at me. I said, yeah, that man, take the answer and go solve his problem. So to just come back to the point, if he's the one now, asking a lawyer to arrest him because the person say he had extramarital affairs, he's a joker. It's just a farce. FARCE, Prince. He's not serious. So don't put that thing aside, don't move forward. If the girl does not rap, do what the lawyer say, let the lawyer go to court and go prove her case. You think Margot, if you can take lawyer, do you think Margot Vina will get her own lawyer and go to court and go defend her? That what you think? Or you think your lawyer reading letter that not making? I read that letter, but the other lawyers they read it that got photo. The person got already phone, they wrote that letter.
Margot V lawyer responded and told his
That's
lawyer to
intimidation
stop
right there.
intimidating his
I'm not
client.
a lawyer. People went to law school take that intimidation. Lawyers do those things to just make sure that their client will be happy. Yeah, my lawyer now put that person on spot. No, I mean it's just
But
a
when
common.
it happened that time, you ever thought about rushing to the court or
I
running
mean,
to a lawyer?
why am I going to waste my time? If I'm going to discuss with a lawyer in America here to take case for me, it must be something that maybe I'm fighting for insurance money or my job. If somebody offend me on my job, they're trying to take my title from me or take my job and money been inside. Now
And I get extra Jew on the side.
no, I'm not worried about those things. The extra Jew, the other Yallah man, those things are things that those are social events and these are things we can deal with. You saw it with the KSDA. The KSDA were running campaign. People said the continent got missing. People said we stole. That's a fair play because idea the point here
But
was
people
we
say
stole. Yeah, in fact, the vice presidential candidate on during the debate,
on the
the man
debate.
saying, the man arguing on the floor that my house will not be at due. They should not vote for me because they will not be able to come to my house to drink Kunamo pepper soup. They must vote for them.
You know this lady, man, Justice White. Justice wife was watching. I was going live. She wrote, "Are you kidding me? Did he really say that?" So I wrote a reply. I said, "Well, you heard him.
Yeah.
I think you heard that part of crime."
Nigga, I blame you. I call you. I didn't vote because I bought I'm more poor. President, I'm more poor. I'll block go boom. I'm now. Yeah, but
it was a fun time. We joke on it with the gentleman.
Those are the things that made
nobody rushed to court. You know,
no. I wouldn't have even gone to
this
court.
court thing now, Mr. Yallah. Let's say if he wins or when he wins, and people questioning for financial report or say, "Oh, man, you behind somebody, a woman, you get a woman, you do." Will we have a president who will be running to court?
Prince, God forbid, and nobody should vote for Otevo Gaymon and his team to win anything yet. No. Number one. Number two, yes, if that happens, let's just put it for the sake of the debate. Let's just say hypothetically, if such a thing could happen, that what we're going to see. Nobody will tell you, you don't be financial report today, and apparently maybe not take the money, get your girlfriend around you. Next thing you call a lawyer, say, read that person again. Now what he'll be doing on the 2 year will be over. So he's not an ideal leader. He's not anybody supposed to vote for. Clearly. In fact, that alone defeats his whole campaign. And the second thing that defeated the campaign, I don't know whether you touch that point. His older brother, old as Margot Gaymon is, and I don't mean any disrespect to him when I mention
I'm
gonna send a caveat. I'm gonna send a article.
Asian thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna send a disclaimer. The mention your age does not mean any disrespect. I just want to say that as old as he is, because to be somebody in the community who should be sharing wisdom instead of sharing, sharing what we call or sharing seed of discord, throwing monkey wrench all around the place to disintegrate the community. That's too poor. That's bad, and that defeat the whole campaign also. All right? Because the last time, somebody called my attention, somebody tapped, on Facebook, when you tell somebody need knowledge, you join the person attention to come to see something going on. So while you're having this interview with, how they call him, Daniel Freeman, somebody wrote my name, Alexander Yallah. So it popped on my phone. I was actually busy at work, but it popped on and I opened it, I saw it. Then I heard the man mention my name, Jonathan Gageway, saying he challenging people to come and debunk the thing, saying whether he lying. So the first thing my question was, what is he really saying? What he's saying, calling poor administration was corrupt. So I'm kind of argue with him whether he's corrupt now. I don't got time to waste beyond people. Somebody who just technically I consider him to be somebody who eats and drink lie for lunch, for breakfast, for lunch, and for dinner.
But I can remember 2019 or something, 18, 19. We say you sent a budget for 10,000 other ways and means at time.
Yeah, so the same thing, you just running around trying monkey wrench around a place to find way to see whether you can different people. Margot Gaymon, for some reason, he fell off with Timon Collins or the Colin Powell administration, and he know the reason why he fell off. He doesn't want to say it, but he portrayed himself to be like he was the holy Joseph in the circle who didn't want to see bad things happening, so he got out. Okay, I mean, granted, good for him. But then he started going around telling people, oh, the committee, blah, blah, blah. Other committee, his committee did not receive nothing, but other committee received money. In fact, Yallah committee received 7,500 as a Ways and Means committee to do the Cameron symposium, and then he got the money. He didn't do anything with the money, which of course was a lie. So I took serious offense, and I challenged him. I said, Michael, I will have to meet you one-on-one in the public so we can discuss this thing because you're lying. And he was like, oh, you open your show. You're welcome to my show. I thought you just hijacked GDEP Forum, and you are running it as his way of sending messages out there. So I went on the forum. The same way you invite me to your show tonight. I went on the show. And Michael could not prove nothing. He's just talking out of nowhere. Oh, I run the place. Okay, bring this document that proved that my budget was approved and money was dispensed to me. And I spent the money with no report. He can't bring anything. He can't prove anything. So I just felt disappointed. And at the end of the day, I must say I blame myself for even going there. Number one, number two, I was so upset and I was derogatory to him. Which of course later I met him. I apologized. I said, I'm sorry for insulting you, but you really deserve, at that time you deserve what I said, because first of all, you can't be fighting to defame me, and then when I challenge you, then you're running away from the debate. You're talking about different things, and that's the guy. He's just good at being so personal about people. That man is great looking at Edith Poir, who came to this country as a young lady, went to school, educate herself, tell me the money living somebody. In fact, even the mom living somebody water. What does that have to do with the elections? The one is living with even her grandfather. That's the one living with his grandfather. How does it affect her bid for the presidency? So that the challenge that's some of the challenge thing they will be doing to just keep GGA down in the hole. So nobody should vote for them. Nobody should vote for Otavio Gilman and Josephine Slew. And nothing personal against both of them. Josephine Slew is my sister. Otavio Gilman is like a younger brother. We all know each other. Nothing personal, but they're not ready to lead. They are not able to lead the organization. They don't even have the temperament to lead. And Gilman, Otavio just proved it. Somebody say you get married to a friend, all you need to do pick a phone. I'll call me, Michael V, please stop what you're doing. I don't like what you do. I mean, that is ready and that makes sense. I'm a man, I'm very committed to my relationship. Stop that. Michael, I'll call V, the fast says you keep doing it. You call one or two more person. You see your disease. But you run to a lawyer, writing the more intimidating, so you become president tomorrow. So anybody say you invest, you go to accuse people of stealing money, grand people go to accuse people of stealing money. When they accuse you to money, go screw people. Listen to Sally, what they call her name? Sally,
Yali.
Sally Yali Lani said, when you want to bleed, Grand Jury Association, just take out your clothes and get ready for their respect. I was laughing.
Yeah, because when I came, it was 2000. I've been around a very long time. 2006, 2007. Then we went to Iowa Des Moines with David Botto. Then they had an election with Glay and Daniel. I mean, that pine JJ. Oh man, that puppet man. Play Dennis.
Play Dennis, yeah.
Yeah, so then we went to Matokana, then Gray came, then Collins came. So I've never seen people rush to quote on the league.
No, nobody does
That's
that.
a nasty thing about people. That's the thing they said about people. I remember when Gibson Jeru threw a little thing, and then he put Temok went to the place to pay for food, and then he EBT card dropped.
We saw that. We laughed. We laughed.
And we laughed.
We laughed.
Calling John, he laughed because he doesn't have an EBT card, and Gibson living way to North Dakota. How he went in the store with the person and he saw the person card, so we knew that Gibson was not a medicine man.
Exactly.
And then Marco Goa, he came Marco Goa. He's a very crafty guy. He made these things. He put Collins in the devil. He put the Collins face in the Santa Claus devil.
Yeah, in the mascara, in the mask.
And then you holding those and like a little thing. He had me on the other side with a little stuff in my hand. And he said the Kunemo guys are bringing the mask to town. They're bringing it, calling with the thing that's like the guys bringing it. When I look at it, we laugh.
So this is the portrait. I mean, this is the message. Marco Tawoyu Bekuo Goa was trying to send out there. Timon Collins and his surrogates. Timon Collins is a Kunemo district man. You got Ellis Yallah for Kuno district, Print of Kuno district, and everything for Kuno district. So in by our tradition, when you see the mascara coming out, the people who are managing mascara, they call it West Zion. You know that the West Zion now, because technically there are people who close to you, who know you, because
who know you.
Yeah, because when you're dancing, they got to guide you, make sure you don't step on something, or when you tire, they make sure they throw you down in a very good way so you can sit down. So all that thing got people who really know you. So we have Timon Collins, kind of servants or surrogates, and the message is The man is the political leader. We a political
Yeah.
follower. They come
We're
again.
following the man.
Yeah. So what else to the message and our propaganda? Nobody happen to tell you. If I tell you,
No.
go out, draw them on, highly money on the guy or big
Yeah,
better.
the man in some kind of hotel in Poland,
Yeah.
man. Then he said the man can't crank that money, GG
Yeah,
money.
man, how
We
you
look
know
at that
it?
one again. And when we went to that election, where you were election commission in Cleveland, Ohio,
Yeah.
you know, we went to the ball before the election. A
Mhm.
woman, they nice kosu.
They
The
got
current say the kosu away load of guana.
it get cheese color.
Kwame, we took it, put it, everybody.
Yeah.
My
So
man
they
Ralph called me, my man Prince, we gotta respond. I said, Ralph, play low. Play low. I criticize
yeah.
people too, so that the people criticize me to that I can
Exactly.
overtime.
Exactly. These
They
are
go
part, these
do
are
what
part
they
of the
want
things
to
that
do.
keep the community going.
Yeah.
When Gibson Jeru did that, Stemo was living. What you're trying to portray is Stemo is not fit to be president because he's living on welfare. So they
Yeah.
don't vote for him. The man with the bar food, you know, you wanted the store to
The
buy
poor
something.
Fred Guyan, they did something where he gets in, then he poor Fred in the hole.
Yeah.
He said, Mr. I put something in the hole and we put Fred Guyan here. Then somebody trying to get out of the hole, but they can't make it. He said, Fred,
Yeah. So
those
exactly.
days,
So
we never ran to court.
nobody ran to court.
You got
Nobody.
your camera off. I don't know what you touched.
Sorry, I don't know what's going on here. Okay, I'm back on.
Yeah, you
I'm
back on.
sorry. Yeah,
We
so
never ran
even
to
even
court.
even 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 the very Michael Gamer, when we started the campaign for, I think it was the second phase of the second term or seeking the second term for the calling for administration. What Michael Gamer did, he had them on calling, Idepois and every one of us there with loading container whatsoever to ship to Africa, and then Fred going in the cash sleeping. And
Mm-hmm.
Fred, it was actual picture of Fred. He did not do any graphic. Apparently, Fred was somewhere in your hall, somewhere relaxing. I don't know who took that picture. I don't know, friend. Instead, put it on Facebook. The man took it and put it there. Our Fred sleeping and grandchildren working on the other side. Fred did not go to court. Now, the
Yeah.
whole court thing, somebody will say about GGA, how about GGA in court? The whole court, even the very Fred man who went to court, Fred did not go to court because somebody defamed his character. I mean, defamed on
No,
the talk
no.
about him personally. Fred
Nah,
went to
nah.
court because, according to him, he was removed illegally. He wanted
Yeah, that was the
restitution,
time. The people
something
move
he
me
wanted.
illegally, so I go to court. But all the things they said,
Restorative
Fred
justice.
Guyan,
I don't know, restorative justice or something like that.
Fred Guyan get girlfriend, oh, they fighting for him to the hotel. The other
No,
everybody
nobody
get
go to court for these kind of
he
matters.
get all the girlfriend and he love him to all the girl. I don't see nobody go to court.
No, nobody does that.
I
So
don't know.
obviously, that's
So
not a good idea. That's a very poor campaign, bad campaign. And I saw how they call it, my brother-in-law or Uriah soon. I'm telling him, Margot V, I'm your cursing. I'll not be happy when you go to court. Please go and do the needful. Go and write apology. In fact,
do
I
you
said,
think these guys? Do you think they in the know and they are fooling Gilmore to do what he did?
no, they're not fooling Gamon. Gamon himself does not know nothing. Gamon fooling himself. Nobody fooling him. Gamon just there. You want to be, he pompous. He passing around. I don't know what he telling them. I'm not. I don't want to. I don't want to. Anybody. Everybody has their own direction. First of all, before you even decide you want to do something, you might have sat down home with your family. You discuss it before you get into it. Nobody fooling Gamon anywhere. These people just found out that Gamon is a conduit that they will be able to use to accomplish their own selfish aim. That's all. Nobody fooling him. It's the best way. We'll support the man here. When you succeed, we can easily get our way. What's all the case? And I'm not here to accuse them about anything that they're planning, but you can just see it clearly because the young man has no trace record leading anything in the community. All right. So
And
I don't.
you think to yourself, you think Marco V is hitting on them, so they're trying to intimidate her?
To be very sincere, I did not read what McAvee right. If McAvee wrote that the person, the campaign, or how they call it, the standard bearer of the other side is involved in marital affairs, I think that's a wrong statement she made. That's not good.
Mm-hmm.
And she definitely need to take it down. And if how they call her name, Otavia took offense, she can call him. I don't know whether she ordered than him or he ordered than her. Tell say, brother, I'm sorry. The campaign to went extra mile, but it's not something to go to court because he will not even win that case in court in the first place. Because the judge, I will listen to that case. If they sue him for punitive damages, they have to prove how it caused damage. But if they sue
To
him
him,
for
yeah, you gotta prove how they
the
cause
judge can just, the
defamation.
judge can just ask Margot Vina to say apologize to the man. You go to the post down simple. That's all the judge will say. But if he say it caused damages, he lost money in the process. Maybe a woman divorcing, or maybe a business people don't want to do business because you get married, extra marriage affair. You have to prove that. So the point there, Margot V even wrote that. I think it's too being personal. You don't have to. The whole thing has to be the campaign. Talk about the man leadership. He don't lead before then. He don't know nothing. He doesn't be able to lead. That's fine. That's a fair game. But if you say, you go to a marital affair, which of course technically is not really a big deal because he's a public figure. But again, people have emotions and they express it in different shape and form. All right. So I would say, and want the man, yeah, much the man want to go with you, my God, be really hit him hard. That's what I mean because there's no way you go tell a lawyer to go arrest somebody if you feel the message whether does not hit you hard. But again, I don't think that falls within in the good, perimeters of the whole campaign thing in the GGA cycle. We don't really need that. If you want to talk about somebody's personal affairs, if you're forcing one-on-one, you'll do it. I mean, even good for the camp that you're supporting to
Yeah,
use,
because it might scare people
yeah,
away from your camp.
to use the platform and then bring other people down. I witnessed, the other young ladies causing each other man, whatever, and that also was very, very, bad. That's not a good thing to do.
Yeah, we call them and call Papa Chair Tari
Yeah.
and Madam
Yeah, y'all who did it,
Tari.
who did it in the background work. I want to applaud y'all. I want to applaud Donna Tade because I follow one or two of her podcasts that you're one
Yeah.
of us instrument, very, very instrumental in the process in solving the problem. So that's a good thing. And I just
I
want
didn't
to,
know that. I don't. My first time seeing the other lady and the other lady. My first time seeing them. So I called Papa Guru. He didn't pick up Guru Kala. Then I called Papa Chetari and I asked him if he know these people, and he said yes. So I said, Papa, you gotta get involved. It's getting out of hand. He said, okay, bring him into time. Then after he talked to the boy, he called me back and said
yeah,
he did talk to them,
he did a very good
and
job.
they agreed not to go back on Facebook.
Yeah, I want to applaud him for that. If that happens, he did a very good job. You yourself too, you did your best back.
We told the people, just tell us what your candidate can do. Stop or seeing
Yeah,
things
Prince. I just believe that this thing it become heated because people trying to prove points. You're supporting the person who does not worth this, and you're saying they worth that, or you're supporting another person who does not know this, and they know this. But then they get a little bit lost in transition, and then they go to personal stuff and start insulting. I don't see how the insult is going to help the very leaders who want to lead us if they take leadership role, because there's nothing in the Constitution says the more insult you get on your behalf, the more effective you'll be. No, nothing like that in the Constitution. So again, it's
So,
a
Mr.
good
Yala,
thing.
let me open the line. Let people call in. We have had a lot of conversation. So that give other people a chance. Let me ask you a question. A lot of people won't see you for a very long time, Mr. Yala. They don't be okay.
Yeah, so yeah, you can open the line, Prince. I don't have a problem, but let me make a comment to this. Not seeing you long time or you living far up. One of my friends will
I mean, you're
always
not
tell me.
living far. You're living right beside the hill there. I
No,
know the
listen
place.
now, listen now. One of my friends always, my man, your own you just living. So my question to him was, I don't know what gonna. I mean, what you really trying to evaluate? What your measurement? Living far up meaning what? Living far up from where? Okay, so were you ready? You don't want to yes, were you? I don't want to move from where you go where in complain, go stay there. What you trying to tell me? Because we all
You living to the Bureau, to Temple Bureau, and
yeah.
the main cannon.
So you can open the line, Prince.
Maybe the main Boo, time, Francais. And way to
Okay.
Temple Bureau.
And before you open the line, Prince, you just mentioned something about Boone. I don't want to hit a little point. I thought I got something that I thought you would ask me a question about that. Everything that happened in James Voting administration, right? I want to squarely blame the board. There was a very weak board. That's why James Voting led the organization the way he led the organization.
You think
And
it's
I,
gonna happen? You think it will not happen on
it
a
could not
Boo
happen
again?
on the great Boo. Come on, man. Boo myself, we don't see each other. We don't see out on many things. But Boo is up when they say constitutional.
Boo,
Boo
Boo are
stick to the
gonna take that
rule.
check. Boo are gonna take that check and give a
No,
check.
when you took the check, we're all upset that you can't come on the organization money. But then you were able to open it, tell us that the check is here, it's in ground decision here, just keeping it.
Yeah, he put a check
Yeah,
in
keep it back.
GGA knee.
I mean,
His
I
lawyer
don't
told him
support
to
it. I
put
don't
it in
really support him
GGA.
keeping the check. That's not something I really support. But the point I'm trying to make, the reason I mentioned his name, James Bote, with no offense to him, he ran the organization like somebody running their own Willa market. Don't forget about even the COVID affected yeah, fine. But the little support he had, he ruined it in the sense that the organization he didn't follow nothing. The man was just like somebody who was complete outlaw. Now, somebody will say, but the man came on a project, he rented the monument in Labrador and what's the yes. I mean, I applaud him because our campaign stuff and the grandchildren supported him to get it done. But the way he got it done, the way especially you're transmitting money to Labrador is not part of our constitutional process. So obviously, a lot of the mistakes that happened in his administration, it was predicated upon the support of the board. The board was very weak, and I hope that GJ does not have any board like that, going forward. So I just thought to mention
You
that.
say he ran like the organization like an outlaw.
That you run an organization, somebody run your own without market. Like what I said. You run your own private business. You the proprietor, sole proprietorship. You the answer when you gain, you gain. When you lose, you lose. You answer to yourself. So the treasurer, you got a whole treasurer that way elected. The treasurer don't know how you dispensing money. What kind of organization you running?
The treasurer called line and he said they went to
I
a
listen to
meeting.
Remio. I call on your show.
He tried to credit money and say who you crediting money from,
You say, oh, you
how
don't
much you
thank
credit.
God. Yeah, you don't
So
thank
they
God got
know.
money. And you got money to do something. I heard it, man. One point in time, he came on live. I heard that people want to order me. If they want to order me, they gonna pay all my sister. All my sister money. Who your sister money that somebody owe they gonna pay? So I know you're referring to says how they call it Eva. You both contributed to the organization. She saw fit and she contributed willingly. Nobody, I mean, her own volition. Nobody forced her to contribute anything. She did not credit the organization. She credited the organization and she want her money back fair. I mean, it's fair. Where she donated as a grandee and she saw fit. How you can tell people, say, if I want all of them, I'll pay all the money my sister and contribute to the organization? Who does that? So again, like I said, with no disrespect to him, I blame the board. There was a very weak board.
And one of the reasons he gave that he's not supporting Edith is that one time when Erod passed, the Christopher Kuya, the secretary now, went to Zwetru Grand Jury. He and Siobhan Taru, and they made a video showing the work. It have just been like a year.
Okay.
After that statue was dedicated, 1 year, and then the pin was removed. Whatever start fading off. And the guy made a video, and then whatever reason he said he sent a video to me, but he don't even know how I got the video. That video not come from Apple. I got Voice of Jida in Morovia, in Israel. I got people working in the station. I need to tell my beginning, yeah, go and give me the video. The video the beginning gave me a video where they play the hard football team. So, but he thought that Christopher Kuya and Siobhan Taru gave me the video. But the video that I played was the just 1 year and the pin is wearing out from the names of those that are engraved in that thing. So it was getting out. So I questioned him. He said that's the reason why he not supporting Edith.
That's just pettiness, Prince. Don't make progress. Open a lot of book called pettiness. No person who has leadership ability will think that way. If you did a work and somebody critique your work, especially it's an open thing you did. They started at the Triangle in Israel between Desua Street, I think Dole Street and Mosopee Harris Street. Those 3 streets right there, how the triangle is formed. So the thing right there, the boy used cheap work. They did cheap work. They used cheap ink and the water around the ink. Somebody sent a picture to you as a journalist. You announce it. I want me to go again eat it. I hate yours. You got it right. You not supposed to eat it any way you want to. But I will tell you to answer you that pettiness. No, an elaborate leader who know about leadership will hold something like that against somebody. But again, maybe he does not have any reason why you want to support the other side against either. And that reason he gave is a very, very, I would now want to say childish for the better of of no
you
war.
can say childish on our president.
Complete pettiness.
The lines are open. Grialin, the number there 952200842.
And just to let you know,
if you want to ask the Yallah question, you can call here now and then you can ask Yallah.
Yeah, Prince, just to let you know that Grialin person will not call because it's not a real person, a fake profile. Block that line. That person I already evaluated the person that somebody using that profile to be writing derogatory stuff.
But the thing is open now. Let Grialin call. Grialin, the 952200842. Call and then ask Mr. Alexander Yallah. Be professional because Yallah will not hold back when you go at him. He will come at you. So just so you know that, and I will let you go and you will go at each other.
I don't come at people, Prince. They can be
Grialin can call. Start singing song. You not sing before. What you do?
Grialin when I call, I'll start our profile. No, that somebody in the community.
Grialin, I want to see the picture there. No way. You're not gonna dark thing behind it.
That car or some car in the community using our profile. So just jump on. Anybody else want to call in or get question or get on remark? That's why
call in and ask Mr. Alexander Yallah your question now. Comfort cry you, Grialin, you, Conflict Dinger. The great Conflict Dinger is back in town. Can you imagine? And she's there. And we got Spencer Carr here on the line, Mr. Alexander Yallah.
The great boy.
The great Spencer Carr of Liberia. Grand Jida to be precise.
Yeah, that page is my page. The Grialin page is my page.
But you to hear him, I will know you to be Spencer Carr. What you take Grialin for?
I will.
Don't say Grialin, mother no more. VA.
Okay, they are not.
Yeah, the man wants to speak. Ungole, that Kunamo don't say Ungole. I can't go over and do it.
Yeah, wow, happy friend. Thank you very much for your show. I really had due respect for Mr. Ellis Yallah for his leadership. I just want to ask him a question.
Go ahead.
In the community, we make leaders and what we vote for leaders. Can he show 1 or 2 developments that he has carried on since the administration within the Kunamo district?
Is that you on the show, Grialin?
Yes, I can.
Probably. I think maybe I miss it.
Yeah, so he's gonna tell you how you let him explain to
Yeah,
you.
just less than
Just sum it up in a second or so.
Yeah.
Just let me hit that for me. Let me know.
The great boy, how you doing, people?
Very bad. Very bad.
Okay, yeah. So apparently, it came a little bit late. That was the first thing that we started the show. Prince tried to ask some questions during the time I was the leader of KSA. What did I do? Yeah. So the first thing that Mr. Carr, when we took over, we were keen on the fact that we want to strengthen the education sector of our district and the health sector. So what we did in the education sector was to empower to do what we call human development. All right. That is, in short, to train people who will be able to take over leadership in the district. So, for example, we lack teachers in the district, we lack nurses, we lack midwives, we lack accountants, we lack everything, agriculturists.
Ellie, put your camera back on.
Oh, sorry. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Mr. Carr, our intention to support or to improve the education sector was bent on the fact that we wanted to educate people, to train human beings, not to just build school buildings and whatsoever. So we want to train the people, because even if you build a building a bit taller than the Eiffel Tower in Paris, and you don't have people to go in there to educate people, it's just for nothing. So what we thought to do was to train our brothers and sisters back home who were willing to go to school. So we established a scholarship scheme, right? Whereas once you are from the district or you got linked with the district, even if you marry into the district and we can prove it, you are qualified to be on the scholarship. If your and so when you get any link with KSDA, be it legal or biological, you are qualified. So under that scheme, we're able to graduate 32 students with associate degree in Grand Jide. 32 students graduated under that program from the time it started to the end. They all got their associate degree from the Grand Jide County Community College. All right. So I think we did well in that. You had people graduated from they did education, some people did agriculture, some people did I mean, the only people who didn't graduate were the people that are in the nursing, because the nursing department were always closed and on, closed and off, on and off. But all the other disciplines, we got people they completed and they got their degree, and some of them now they are contributing as we speak. Okay. Or Luther Gay, he's a young Grandidian who is
thank you very much. That was a good thing you did into your administration.
Yeah, let me end now.
Let me end. Then you will conclude.
Okay. So in the health sector, what we did was, since we're kind of a little bit small organization, more just jump on everything, we did an evaluation to find out what was needed in the district when it comes to health support. So there was a guy in the district who was the what do you call it? This CEO something the big health was in the district. Something I need to get for that, just forgetting. But he's called Masabwa Bea Masabwa. He came from somewhere from Lofa, but he was a son there. So he did an assessment. He went to Putu, he went to Glio, Twabo, and then mainland Kunembo, and sent and did the evaluation and sent all what they needed. And by then, the hospital in Kunembo now was under construction by German Agro. So once the hospital completed, we were able to get all the items they wanted. Most of the items, 90% of the items they wanted, we got it and shipped them to the clinic. So that's what we did. Specifically, when you want to ask about what we did back home. Over here, we did a lot. We contributed to our people who, our bereaved. We have, some of our members there who needed immigration process. Some members who needed this and needed that. We did all that. But for back home, these are the two projects that really stood out.
Okay, Mr. Yallah, the man got you. Let the man conclude.
Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Yallah. You see, I'm very proud of you tonight. If you say that, these are what we call development. We are speaking all about what we're talking about tonight, my brother, is not about Grand Jide. But so in that when James Woodson left power, he left some other thing. Have either ever completed any of these things as you support you now since the past 4 years she was there? Have either ever completed this thing that Mr. J.
What did he read? What did he leave there?
Yeah, so you got to be specific now.
What did he leave there?
Exactly. Good question, Prince.
All right. Well,
because he completed the SCATU. And he said, and Ide were on a show yesterday. Maybe you are not here again, but Ide is carrying on a basketball. He said that you are doing basketball and a statue, and they are extending the basketball to be a park and all that thing with benches and all that stuff. So at least she's tackling it, and Alexander Yara now Ide team. I think he just so yeah, but she said she because Ute already completed the statue when he left.
Yeah.
So Edith is doing the basketball. She just did she said she did you got a nursing The nursing department was closed. He had to send 9,300 so they can accredit, get in the face the paper, and then open back the school.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, but just to tap on that. Yeah, just to tap on
Yeah,
that.
please take notes on what he's saying. They will go back. You got the line here. Let's go to Mr. Juroka Cherry. The next person I'll bring on my show will be Cherry Juroka. I want to interview this senior man. He's my duty. He don't like me, but I still like him. Go ahead, Mr. Juroka.
Oh, don't say that,
Mr.
Prince.
Juroka, go ahead, my man.
Yeah, I expressed it already on the show that you're my little brother, you know.
And you're my duty too, so you want to know. You can't harm me. I can't harm you.
Yeah.
You harm me, the devil comes out. Harm me, the devil comes out. You see that? We gotta be our own corner.
I know. I just try to direct you so that you'll be a good person in the community. I just want to thank my brother and Prince. Thank you very much. Sometimes we want to know some of the things because the caption of your story of Mr. Yallah, he said he happened to be the CEO of the Print Double Show.
No, I say he having a one-on-one conversation with the CEO of the Print Double Show. I am the CEO of the Print. But if you don't understand, you call me. I'll speak to you. You get it.
Okay, my brother. Thank you. Grammatically, maybe I didn't read it well. So
yeah.
But Mr. Yallah, thank you very much. You know, as a reminder, Prince, you know, you said once on this show here because that is something that Yallah, you guys touched on it. I try to remind me about our little brother, you know, who's trying to come in the community as a leader. You know, nobody know the Englishman say what goes around comes around. You know, nobody knows that Gemo going to be seeking for leadership today. Praise, you know that you remember one time when Grand Gide posted as Zoe Penonce, he called the Grand Gide people cleaner.
Mm-hmm.
That was precipitated by Gamon's, you know, question to Zoe. When on your show, when Gamon came, he said, who you're calling honorable here when Zoe was on your show. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
And he said that the man is that you shouldn't call the man honorable. He's not deserved to be called honorable. So Zoe Penon's reply to him was, you know, he did not apply to be honorable. It's a title that was given to him.
Yeah, the man
the man elected as senator. So Zoe Pennon said, I don't blame you when you're finished cleaning poo in America there, and we're smelling your nose, then you can't put your mouth on me here. The next day, all of you took it and exacerbated.
No, I asking, I said, honorable, am I included in the poo cleaner? So, he said, no, Prince, you're not there. So I said, okay, then I don't care.
Okay. So today now, you know, it's laughable for people to be, you know, telling somebody that the person talking to him, you want to take the person to court. So, you know, yesterday when you talk to somebody, you know, honorable man that was elected by the people. This is a membership-based organization, but somebody working with the parliament, you disrespected the person yesterday, but the person let it go because you see in democracy, don't blame anybody when they're making any kind of decision. When you bring yourself to public ridicule already, you know, if you want to live in this community, you can't say that you will be pompous and be telling people that I will do that, I will do that. My advice tonight, I know, and thank you, Mr. Yallah, my advice to my little brother is let him just forget about that lawsuit against whosoever because yesterday, yes, he was one of those that were critiquing all those people there that were in the race. So it comes back to him. So let him move forward. So that's my advice. Mr. Yallah, I want to thank you. I know you've been in your political slumber, but I know tonight you're trying to come back, so that we'll see you in with fire. So I like your deliberation and your elaboration tonight. Thank you.
Yeah, Mr. Juroka, I will call you so I can bring you. I want to know who you endorse.
Before the man go, Prince, before you go.
Okay. And man, I'm a political vagabond.
Political vagabondism. Political juvenile. You just got to throw one spoon before you go, my man. Anyway, that do this, my man.
Yeah, when I do.
What you say, Yallah? What you say?
No, I said you just got to throw something else spoon anyhow before you go.
Yeah, the one, because we don't say when you and Johnny don't give me answer, I describe you all. I say Yallah attitude show that he's a political, political juvenile.
Political juvenile. All right, man. Thank you.
Okay,
No
man.
problem.
Thank you, Mr. Juruka. I will call you tomorrow so we can talk.
Ready for me? Just let me know.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay.
All right. The man said Washington State said the Kunabo guy gave Jonathan Gage citizenship. From today, Jonathan Gage is now permanent Kunabo man.
Then tell us why people fighting to be American citizens and Jonathan Gage they want to be.
Jonathan fighting to be like Kunabo citizen.
The Kunabo Nazi man. The Kunabo Nazi. I don't always like Kunabo Nazi man. Oh my God.
Mr. Junga, where Yallah is here.
All right. Are you going for us?
Go ahead.
Conglomerate, how you doing?
The great conglomerate.
The great conglomerate.
My very blunt man.
They put you missing you. The quiet director.
I know, man. Yeah, we still got potential. We still we're on the web. We're singing the web. Like web was TV. We're singing now. I don't know.
Okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yallah, thank you for the endorsement. You know.
1 minute, Mr. Papi Anthony Gwen, I will call you back. The thing I don't know. I got to upgrade. I think I have to update my phone. It needs to take 5 calls. Now I take only 2. I don't know. There's a need for people to start sending money. That will upgrade the system here and pay now because we can't ask you, but you said to your contribute. Yeah, you're saying small thing to the player now. That's why Mr. Jerome Gaure.
Yeah, Mr. Jerome, I said thank you. Yeah, friends, you know, that letter you're reading about McAville, I think Otavio forgot already. If it was a lawsuit, Eddie will be the first to sue Otavio in the community.
Yes.
My record, a white job they put that on Facebook more years ago.
Yeah.
You know, small thing like Eddie went through. People call him white because Otavio stuff.
Yeah.
Now, number 2, President Weir didn't sue Otavio on a show where he only talk John Weir on a show. Nobody sue him. So let's sue this man.
I know a man named John Weir.
Yes. And when I brought him to the spotlight, I said, why you bring him to be president? Because I want one president, John Weir. Yeah, I try to fix it in. They already forget. Right there, Otavio in my own picking. Whatever in your chair, they're fooling you. You're about to lose a lot of vote. Believe me. If you think you're going to sue McAville for that, don't you know who he could?
They had a meeting, Jerome. They had a meeting on Saturday. The board called him, the chairman, the board, according to the vice president, and they told him to withdraw whatever he's doing to McAville. And the young man said, no, he's not going to do that. After the 10 days, ultimatum they gave McAville, if she don't apologize, they will take legal action against him.
Please, man. That fancy.
But Prince, in a courthouse, the judge will ask McAville, why make you say that statement? If you don't work on and don't use what you use it now. Well, I'm not in a conversation. If you use it, if you don't work on use it, you know the session the ball too. So in our Kurokwa, so what kill. So I want to the field. You use stuff, if you use stuff. But Yallah, thank you very much tonight. I think you came the right thing. Once upon a time, I was Otavio Gamer. The reason why I left Otavio Gamer, they must say, Brazilian according to that. When I brought Otavio Gamer in the spotlight, they start causing me, insulting me. You conglomerate. Why, we president, you bring our nephew to come be disgracing our whole organization. Now I back on, now I'm going to get the right thing now. But the same people are supporting Otavio Gamer. But Prince, look at your West up. I send you the project. Now, I want to take it when I eat Grand County with Samson told me, my uncle, Marco,
I thought you were going to say, loan your cash out, saying,
Prince, I'll take it on you. My own brother,
you're sending money. You're taking care of me. You're putting me here. You get that paper. All man, everybody want kind of murder. But said, man, say, papi, I can see money. I said, don't worry, I need my pocket. But I said, papi, we're going to murder. It's money.
I will take care of it. No, don't worry.
So you contribute to the show here, man. That upgraded mixer here. Man, the mixer is old. I've been having the mixer since job we had time.
Okay, I will say something.
I think I bought it mixer 2017. Old now. 2017.
Okay, I will say you.
1 year after Edison, and I saw a picture on Facebook. I think I bought it mixer.
I was saying something before Friday. Please, accessory in your game pass. Accessory in your game pass.
I will look at it.
I want for you to display. I want photo or for the graduate to show them what we doing for man. Either poor in graduate.
I will look at it.
Yeah, please. I want to display on your show.
Okay.
I will take you Friday, please.
I will look at it. Let's go to Marco V.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Let's go to Marco V.
Good evening, Mr. Yallah. It's great to see you on the show tonight. I just want to say thank you for speaking truth to power. Thank you so much for putting our organization first. You are teaching the young generation the real truth in our community. Thank you. I just want to make one point clear here tonight. I'm not here to say anything. I'm not going to be deterred by nobody.
Do you have red shoes?
I mean red shoes. Thank you. That you taking my word. I need cash out.
My sweet Zoa.
So, Mr. Yallah, I just want to make something clear. You
said on the 9th, we'll make the exact 10 days.
Exactly. So hold on, Chris. So, Mr. Yallah, you just said something pertaining to that case. I'm not here to explain, but I just want to make something clear. I'm very intelligent. I'm a beautiful woman. I came from the home, and I love my people. I did not write on social media.
Did you say those things that Gilmore accusing you of saying?
I come in, Prince. It was my relationship that was displayed on social media. I'm going to send you the pictures. It was my relationship.
Margot, we got a lawyer here. 1 minute, we got a lawyer here. You need to contact this lawyer.
I got a lawyer.
Tony Mooney is a lawyer. The Isaac Mooney's son. He's a lawyer.
I have a lawyer.
You need to contact him because he said, let me read what he said. Now. Let me read what he said. Now. Is that document even authenticated? Those Gilmore's family are known for fraud. They probably fabricated that document. He's a lawyer.
Okay. So, Mr. Yallah, to my point, I did not write anything on social media about anybody. I went in the VP candidate inbox to warn somebody. I told her to give somebody, she gave the person of warning to desist from my relationship. And she took it and sprayed out there. I never put it on Facebook. I went
how you looking?
Okay.
Yes.
So whatever that, wait now 1 minute, what Gilmore is saying that you said to him was given to the VP and the VP gave it to Gilmore?
Yes. I went to her family to give somebody some warning.
Oh, I thought you put it in a place in a chat or on social media and you said it. So I don't know. I think I need to interview Tony Mooney here to know. Yeah, that's a third party thing. I think so. Okay, I got it now. I got it. I will call the lawyer here. Isaac Mooney. Isaac Mooney's son.
You are welcome, Michael V.
Isaac Mooney's son. I will call Mr. Mooney.
Yeah,
and then we'll ask Mr. Mooney how that actually happened.
Mr. Dobo, just before Michael V goes, it's good that you can make a clarity. I thought it was a post on social media, like what Tavia Gilmore did to some of us. I thought that what it was like. But if she went to when somebody in by and say, listen, man, so person do something to me, tell them to stop. Otherwise, I will say something. That's not. I don't think. I mean, anyway, I just make it clear. I said that whole thing is a fast. Anyway.
Papa Baya. Mr. Gwen.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead. Papa, you call according you by turn now. You live.
No, Mr. Yallah still speaking. We can't talk together.
The men are talking again, Papa. You talk. My dodi that why I keep you here for long for. I hope you go. All the group go, they go say talk. I don't talk when you. They soften you.
We want to thank We want to tell Mr. Yallah for his timely endorsement, and we want to Mr. Tama.
Yeah, go ahead. You live. They hearing you.
Yeah, but my voice is echoing in my ear. That's the reason.
Because you're driving, so you phone on speaker. But go ahead and hearing you.
Okay. Again, we are asking all Nigerians to please rally around Ile Poa. Ile has done a lot for us and will continue to do more for us. So as we always say, the same as that sells sweet is the same as that can sell sour. Yesterday, the opposition candidate gave people money to disgrace Rambo in Nigeria. So say things about people should not be strange. And we shouldn't take people to vote for that. You know? Many occasions here gave people to even rent down the senator property. That was anybody about money. So we are begging all Nigerians, please don't listen to the empty drums that are being beaten and let us support either China or and Ate United for the second season. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Mr. Papa driving, so you hear that echo in the back. But we got him. He's trying to call people to vote for Madam Poa, and he told you thanks to for your endorsement.
No problem.
So, Mr. Yara, no more. I don't think call coming in, so we're gonna let you do. Except now you want me to load in the phone and call people, which of course I will not do it.
You don't have to call people. People call their own volition to express their what they have to say. So you don't have to call people. Yeah, but it's a good thing, Prince. It was a good show. Or it is a good show, let's say, and the good thing you open the line for people to call in. Questions to people who are community leader.
Oh, they're still calling you, Mr. Yara.
Yeah, I'll hold on. I'll break it.
Bobby,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah. Good evening, Prince.
Yeah, go
Et
ahead.
Vieux-Loup,
Yeah.
comment ça va?
Je suis là, hein. On est là, on se plaint pas.
On mange pas garaba ce soir.
Non, on mange pas grave.
Ou bien tu peux pas
I
chier.
got a question.
Tu peux pas chier,
I got a question.
c'est nous.
On est là, on se plaint pas.
Yeah, go ahead.
Wait, Prince, listen, man. You please give the guests a chance. Let me put
My man, speak, my man.
I'm coming. So, Mr. Yallah, I got a few questions in regards to the past administration. Mr. Wamaka came on his show, trying to deliberate on the poor, the poor administration that do continue want to grant you that was sold by the administration. And you being a member of that, being
What's the Means Committee chair?
What's the means
Yeah.
on that thing? The second thing, he accused the term of poor administration to be corrupt at the time. I remember when we went to taxi, Mr. Kimon was on another side. I think on another side, yeah, when Kwame Wisdom, Mr. How do you call it? Mr. Williams on side. And you know, Casey Jeru, all these guys. So I want you to tell us tonight if it is truth that upon the continual arrival in Grand Gida, they left from Grand Gida and went back to Nima County, or it was so immoral because that's the claim of Mr. Gilmore. Two,
Who you want to get on now?
Why Michael Gilmore? Mr. Gilmore being an acting pool member in Detroit, which of course is against our constitution. I want you to tell the engineers tonight in regards to our constitution, the qualification of a candidate before seeking leadership with the national or the local chapter. Can you please tell the Nigerians listening to you tonight, based on our constitution, if Mr. Gilmore Utoria is qualified to lead this organization for the next 2 years?
Okay, so I will start with the last question, or Mr. Clergy. Thank you for your time and thanks for the questions. I made it clear here, Gimon is not eligible or is not qualified, so to speak, to contest for the higher office of the GGAA. And reason is very simple. And I also put the blame squarely at the feet of the election commission. However, we're not going to. Somebody say law is not retroactive. We're not going to go back to what was not done the right way. So obviously, the people in the race did not file protest. I don't know whether they're given the chance to file protest, so we'll cross that line. So they'll leave that. But he's not qualified, and the reason is very simple. The constitution of the organization made it very clear that before you seek the office, the higher office, the office of the higher level in the organization, you might have already served the community either in elected or some appointed position administratively. And Gimon does not have that record. Not whatsoever, nowhere. Not even when his uncle and his brother were active with GGA, nobody saw him around. He did not participate, he didn't do anything. And when Gimon attempted to have contested the past election and he was disqualified, that's why he ran to a chapter and decided to pull on all those chicaneries and the pretense and organize stuff and say they have a chapter there. That's not my business to tell Grandians living in certain states whether they are in number or not in number whatsoever. It is the prerogative of the organization, the board, to do that investigation, to do that evaluation before they qualify anybody. And then it brings us back. It brings us back to the point again that I said the board. Sometimes, or most of the time, the organization is the one that causing the problems, or most of the problems in the organization. That in this case, the people did not meet the qualification. And how they call it, you accept them to become a chapter, you receive their money, and at the end of the day, people come and complain, say they didn't even reach that number, and you didn't go back to investigate. Is that's taking the squarely, that bringing squarely on the bowl. So to answer your question, no, he's not qualified. He has not led anything, he has not been elected to anything. Not even the leadership, he said he hold in the chapter, and we get to understand that it was an appointed position. That does not meet the profile. So no, he's not qualified. To come to come back to the first question you asked, some of us who study psychology to a very high level, there's something in psychology called pathological. It's an English word, but it's mostly used by psychologists. When somebody become a pathological or become pathological in anything, so to speak, in this case, become a pathological liar, it is that to tell you that why it is true. I don't hold the credentials to diagnose anybody's mental state. Let me make that very clear. But I will tell you clearly from common psychology will tell you when somebody is pathological or pathological liar, that is they believe their own lies. They don't even know when they're lying. And that's the case. Unfortunately, that's the case with Michael Gaiman. And Michael Gaiman has, we just continue to expose himself in this little community, and at the end of the day, everybody will get to know. I just listened to B. Swan yesterday, who he claimed to be a very good friend of his, but he was brave to lie that the woman either is living in the woman's basement. And the lady was just on yesterday debunking that and making that clear. I don't know how you're going to come out to defend that. So to answer your question directly, no continuum got missing. Sam Shaker, Mr. Sam Shaker, the reason I call his name, he was one guy outside the Grand Judas administration, outside the national administration during the Collins Poor administration. He was the president of the National System Board, but Sam Shaker rolled with me and the delegates that went to Harrisburg to load the first continuum. So that Teresa Joey, now Teresa Anna, that Edith Poir herself as the vice president, that B. Swain, that Sam Shaker, and the former chair lady, the great Elizabeth Pennon Chipo. These are the people I drove from I would say northern Pennsylvania, somewhere way between the border of Bush and Montgomery County, and went to Philadelphia early in the morning to get everybody on board, my personal car, and we drove from Philly to Harrisburg. That's almost like what, almost 5-6 hours drive. On that route, while we're on that trip, I received 2 tickets for speeding, for passing or work, how do you call it, or construction zone, not observing, all that kind of stuff. And that ticket were paid from my pocket, my own money. I had to go back to court all the way somewhere on the highway to just go defend my driver's license. The reason I'm recounting this story is just to tell you, people, when they try to to present themselves as the best, or maybe you want to sell their simplicity. They don't know how to do it. And oh my God, he did it best to sell his simplicity for people to know that he's just a walking lying person. He eats and drink lie for breakfast, for lunch, and for dinner, and that's bad. But I don't wish anything bad to happen to him. But if you're not careful, you're going to fall in big trouble in this country. That librarian can do that thing, just go free. In America, just be lying on people. You'll fall in trouble. You lie on somebody one day, you end up somewhere. So to answer the question, no. They continue when they did not even go together. They continue when in a separate time interval. And the county health team, under the leadership of Emmanuel Goba. Emmanuel Goba was the county Matatomen administrator, Matatomen hospital administrator. He was the one as the consignee. He was a recipient of the continuum on behalf of the hospitals in Grand Gila County, or on behalf of the health team. And all these things were delivered. They pick it up. They took it to the place of it belong. It belong. It's supposed to go. So where he come for the continuum got missing. It's just an empty lies. And I don't think he helping even a little brother who he claimed to be. Talk about the man is a man worth $1 million. You know what $1 million is? But again, that's another empty lies that some you just be passing on to just say just to make himself to be happy, to hype himself up. So to tell you, Mr. Clergy, no continuum got missing. Not even the continuum got missing. Now even one item in the continuum got missing. And the good thing that happened for GGA, the first continuum, can you imagine brother will load the continuum, but you pay for loading. They will find all the items for you based on the list you gave them, free of charge. But to load the continuum, you pay for loading. The first continuum was paid for the old man who now electrified the community college with solar panel. That $25,000 solar panel that he gave GGA, that he put it on the community college there. It was the same old man who paid for the first continuum, $6,000 thing, if I'm not mistaken, to load the continuum. The second one, we have to pay for our own packet because we went back to him and said, oh, no, I can't help you now. So to answer your question, no, nothing got missing. Marco is lying. That's how Marco lied on me in a broad open daylight about the game. My committing $7,000. I was spending to me. That was spending to me, and when I used them, I think I'm out report. So last. And when I challenge him on your own show, no proof. All I think is so empty mouth. And you calling people, you can't challenge me. How can I challenge you when you're just talking empty? You don't get no people in your hand to show anything. So to answer your question, Bob, nothing got missing here. The people received all of them in the county, and they were very appreciative.
Okay. Let's go to Conflare. Conflare.
Mr. Yallah.
Yeah,
One of my favorite people in the community.
The great Flacco. I'm okay. How you doing, man?
I am so blessed.
Thank God. Thank God.
And you?
Oh, I'm doing great. I'm doing
Yallah,
great.
You can't be one of my favorite people. I put one there because I also like a few others, including my brother-in-law, Talu.
Okay.
Kind.
Oh, Dustin Khan, yeah.
Yeah, but anyways, Mr. Yallah, it's good to see you again.
Yeah,
thank you for bringing Mr. Yallah on. You made my day. I know that married day. But anyways,
brother from the whole
I even want to go to Mr. Gilman because Mr. Y. Gilman, the Michael. I don't even want to go to Michael because it was personal for me. So even open his mouth on the president. Yeah. Apart from her being the president, she's my sister. And you got plenty package. We even trying to find out your real currency. Because you're
my girl, let's speak to the issue, please.
Let me talk.
No, yeah, but you can't do that on my show, please. Let's speak to the issue on my show. But you can't do that on my show. Yeah, okay. No, you can't say the people they are crying like what they contesting and they are being here in the community.
Well, yeah. And give me chance. I come in. I know they come. I will not argue that. That's not my argument, but that flower. Leave me in the talk. The people you saw them, my sister, you say, I shouldn't say it the way I want to say it. Yeah, get out and just make up lies on somebody. Worldwide. You don't mess with people's reputation like that. You don't mess with people's character. All in the name of what? Are you serious? And Otavia came on, I don't even know how he even passed all the back to qualify him. I'm still dreaming.
Man, document to irritate look at it. Document are real and irritate. Okay, man.
When you give it to my interview, they made insulted our whole office of Liberia.
Who? Who, man?
When you describe the president as a dog or whatever.
Who president?
Just we are. I just give you an example.
We're not talking about Joe. We are to now.
Then you want me to then just me from your show.
No conflict.
Give me a different example. It reminded me
that Mama Mariah. Mama Mariah Nelson. Mama Mariah Nelson from Texas. She called that night.
Oh, okay. But at the place the person mentioned it, and then it reminded me that the whole organization said taking risk.
Yes, you know risk.
What do you mean?
That asked me to tell you, but what I'm saying is, why me? If they may not insult the president of Liberia before and call him dog, that the office, the higher office in our nation, that he insulted in our country is risky for our organization.
I really call you for tuning my money. You say how the man how he passed. So somebody wrote that when he say, conflict. Ask your Kunebo brother irate. The message was because I Kunebo your brother election commission.
He said what they said I said
they get irritated late. He said the man get it, man. So he trying to say
no, she assuming. She said maybe.
Eric he too sound.
Yeah, she said maybe.
They tune money.
Eric too sound for that. So I can only come to the conclusion that
go to your brother. He said, go to your brother as he had a guy pass.
He said the guy is there. He said the guy getting late.
This is sorry, the guy about out here.
Eric, all in the kind of thing you serious.
And everyone Yallah back when Yallah say you got ticket, then he say I have to pay my pocket man. Say, but who you expect to pay for the ticket? And he will say, but who do you expect to pay for your ticket?
I love you, Eric. I love you.
No, I want to mention. I want the organization mention. I only mention that because I own the organization mission, and I would have submitted that ticket to the treasurer or to the organization for the treasurer to reimburse me because I was driving to go to brother from to low. But anyway, that made progress.
Yeah, go ahead. Ask your question. You got 30 seconds.
Mr. Double, I watched the James show. James Bote will always tell him thank you. I don't care how the people describe that statue. That statue is just meant for a right reason, you know.
Mm-hmm.
People say name erasing and all the kind of thing. But the only thing that just surprised me again about James, he had to say that his personal money he took to build a thing. That was money.
What thing he built? What thing? What did he build? What thing?
The statue is not his personal property. He being president.
The man don't say that a person. He say his always Jim will always tell you that his project. My project. He can do it. My project. I project.
Money. Right now, collecting anything for that organization, for that purpose, is undermining the present administration. And we sit down, we allowing James to do all these kind of things. James sort of be on the portfolio, he's going to be on his range by now. He's going to be relaxed.
Let me I don't have range. So
the range is sharp. But let him relax. His time over. We must see him. Your term pass. What they want calling? What all the other former president? They can just sit back and join the eminent council and let James join eminent council. He not left-hand president GGAA. I love him, James, but I don't support wrong.
Okay.
Give the woman chance to do her job.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Conflict. Tell your brother.
Thank you very much, Kofla. Thank you very much. You raised some salient points. I mean, it is true that Mr. Yubode cannot be claiming the project as his personal project. His time is over. I mean, he did a good job. He erected a statue. That's a big.
Joe, we are going by and claiming no parks where he built.
Yeah, he left a big sightseeing. You know, that people coming from all around the place can stop there to see it. So that good thing he did. And like the conflict said, everybody will say he got the credit. He did well. That's fine. He need to, retire himself and sit there and start making comments all around the place that very well will not help, the organization. He got a right to support Otavio, and he gave a reason because he did. I know what he said. Otavio support him, so he supported Otavio. That's fine. He right.
No, he said he's supporting the team because of his sister Zere.
Okay, that's fine. That's fair.
They brought some people to vote for him at that time.
That's fair. That's okay.
That's his right. Yeah, that's his right.
But we start going around castigating people because how you talking about. I know what Etokwe did to him. Etokwe is a very good supporter. Etokwe, when
he won't Etokwe if you say anything about Etokwe.
Yeah,
I'll bring Madam Etokwe here the first week. The next week I'll bring her here.
Etokwe is a very quiet woman. I mean, very quiet woman. She supports
very quiet woman, respectful woman, very decent
respectful.
woman in the community. So
she's supporting something. She supported. I mean, I don't know what you got issue with her.
Yeah.
She tell you because apparently the woman looking if and telling the truth, say what you doing not right. Maybe he doesn't like to hear that. And some people, how some leader looks like they don't let people tell them they're wrong or they're doing something wrong. Just they want your praise thinking, and that's it's not possible all the time.
No,
some of us here people reprimand us a lot. People try to correct us, and my man, you need to slow down this, my man, you do this, my man, you that. Sometimes we feel exactly what they're saying is true, or sometimes we defend ourselves. But if you just want to be in that state of denial that everything around you is okay, then obviously you're not getting people. You don't get along with a lot of people.
I got two people on the call. I got Bali D and Dimitri Flan. Let me hear from these people. Then we'll go to you to conclude here tonight. Go bang 2 hours, some more minutes now. Bali, go ahead, and we'll go to Dimitri Flan. The two callers. Go ahead.
Hi, Frank. How are you?
I'm doing great, friend. I'm all right.
Long time, welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
I just want to say thank you to you for endorsing the poll team. You are on the right path. I don't know you from America. We came back from Jiglo all the way. We came for a long way. So when I saw your flyer, I wasn't surprised. I knew exactly you were going to endorse us. So thank you for coming and telling Grenadians about our mistake concerning the Constitution and making Grenadians to know that if we go down the wrong path, we'll not be helping ourselves. Like I said yesterday, and I repeat myself, all the 15 counties, they are carrying on development. We, the Grenadians, we need to open our eyes. We need to open our minds to greatness, not to go back down the drain. Our forefathers built that county. They never knew one book, but they did it. And they sent us to school today so that we can do better and improve our county and improve our own future. So, Grenadians, please re-elect Edith for second term. This lady will go above and beyond for you and I and even our county. As I speak, the container is on the way to Grenada. And our nursing department and our university, even our people will be so proud to see that container entering Grenada. Please let us not make a mistake again. All along, the mill been running, and this is the female president that's doing her utmost best to see grandchildren be among the great people in Liberia there. The other people look down on us for so long.
Yep.
And now we got degree holders among us. We should be proud of ourselves so that we can do more for our county. Let us not sit down and do sectionality, Olama, can this, Olama, Kunabo this, Olama, Kana this. No, let's do away with that. We are all one Christian under the same umbrella. Vote either for or second term. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's go to Dimitri Frank. From there, then we'll go to Mr. Yallah. Yallah, close it up. Dimitri Frank.
Yeah, Prince. Thank you so much. I want to thank your guest in the studio, my own son brother. Another thing I want to confirm is that what Ellie said. Yes, our friends will continue going to Liberia. One of the continents I went, and that time I went 2015. I went to go bury my father, and I was president at the time. So after the burial, I went to the hospital to see those consignment, those things that we sent to Liberia and go back. They took me around the hospitals and he showed me all those things that came from America, even including the generator we sent there, food menu. I saw all those things. So yeah, it's true. What Eddie said is true. I want to confirm that it's true that those stuff went to Grangy. Nobody saw anything. They went to Grangy. I myself saw them. And the other thing I want to say here is that I want to appeal to my people tonight. After elections, there'll be Grangy there. And the Grangy we're all going to be Grangy there. I just want people to tune down the rhetoric because we should take you from what has happened in the community. The community was divided. And today people coming back to the Grangy Association. And that is a good thing. So we want people to calm down with all the rhetoric. Focus on your platform. Let people know what you want to do for which direction you are taking the organization.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of attacking.
I attacking will not carry on nowhere.
Attacking here and there, carry those things. We want to appeal to everybody, both parties. And I like the way the president, I think she was on your show last week, she said, those things she don't take it at heart. So how to be, we got to appeal to everybody. The Demo side, the leader side. After elections, whoever win the election, you will need the same people to lead them. And so calm down, focus on your platform. Around the time I'm supposed to go and bring about you and start telling grandchildren what they would do.
Articulate their platform.
Or be on Facebook and attacking each other. You're not going to help.
Okay.
They're not going to divide this organization further. So thank you for the show and Ellis, thank you for coming on the show. And just want to let people know that what Ellis says is true. Don't continue. I want to grant you there. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Yallah.
Yes, Mr. Double.
People don't want to leave you, man. They calling left and right. Get it. Corner ball, they're calling you from everywhere.
Yeah, my man, that's what makes the show.
No, but the boy didn't see you for a long time. You know that.
Okay, Prince, you keep mentioning that one.
For 2017, the boy, yes, seeing you.
Okay. All right.
Caller, what's your name and where you calling from?
Oh, hi, Mr. Double. This is Julie Turi.
Who Tori now?
Julie Turi.
I thought it's Bobby Tori. Go ahead. You listen to the thing in the back. You got to call it off, Judy.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you to Mr. Yallah tonight for coming on. Since the election has started, we have been so much drama. And at least for 2 years, it then come. And with the election, there's so many things are going on. And I'm happy that these guys are coming back because, Mr. Yallah, Mr. Collins, Mr. Pine, and all these people are the people who we met in this organization. And for a few years now, they've been staying back. So I'm happy to know that he's coming out. And I hope he comes, for us to be able to straighten the organization to move forward. So thank you for coming, Mr. Yallah. And we are looking forward to working together to, establish this organization for the best of our community.
Somebody saying co-host.
Okay.
GD Tore and by the GD Tore will come back on the show by next week. Remember, she needs to be the co-host, and she's gonna come back. Spencer Carr wanted to say something. He kept calling. He now called 5 times. I don't know what he want to tell you guys because you're the conglomerate grand there. I'm a conglomerate.
Yeah, for you, but you know, this Ravi, man, forget that story.
Mr. Deva.
Yeah, go ahead, conglomerate. You got 30 seconds.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Mr. Prince Deva. I'm always proud of you. With due respect, Mr. Eddie Yallah there, his older brother Stone Payne is my colleague. He knows that. But what I want to say here tonight is we are talking about the interest of Grand Jada County.
Yeah.
Okay. And I hope that we all tonight, Grand Jada are hearing us through your show. I want to make sure that we want to revitalize this organization without sectionalism, without nepotism, without favoritism. No matter whosoever will be the president, we only want let Grand Jada County or Zwedu to be precise,
to
be developed. You were there. You were there. The last time you went there, you saw all that about the oil road. They were nothing like a quota. We can make it. It's a shame that you went through Nima County and you saw quota, but you got to Grand Jada County from Guinea through that was so mud. So I want to ask you the graduate tonight. I'm not talking about power grid. The $51,000 can be used for the interest of the people, by the people, for the people. Democracy.
Wow.
So I'm asking our graduates, please tonight on your show, that those who are listening tonight, the Kunambolian, whatsoever you come from, we want to make sure that let Grand Jada County, even look at the Samuel Kanya Door House. Nobody to go there and brush it. Today I saw the little boy went on a show showing Door House, and I started naming people, Junior Door, Granny Door, Mommy Door, where are you? Even the $500 or $1,100 to pay across your father's house? Are you waiting for Virginia to develop your father's place? Man, let leadership business. Let's make sure, let's put Grand Jada first. Okay. I think we always say this, where we live, America always first. Citizen always first. Thank you very much for allowing me to speak, but I don't care whosoever is the president.
Who are you voting? Who are you voting for?
That's a good question, Prince.
Well, at this time, I will give you, and not at this time, but I will give you my information as soon as you can call me on your show.
Okay, I'll do that. Are you voting the guy from what up town, Papa? Now you coming from?
Well,
Okay, we'll talk later.
I respect your show, but I think
I will call you and you'll come here and you'll be my guest and you'll tell me who you voting for. Thank you, Mr. Spencer Carr.
I hope to be your guest.
Okay, Mr. Carr.
Eddie Yallah doing that tonight. When I see him, I miss something. He knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
you know where I'm from.
All right, thank you. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Arizona, Yallah, that's it right there. You heard your people.
Yeah.
A lot of people here, they happy that you endorsing EDIF.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that conclude now.
Okay, Mr. Double. First of all, let me register a very big thank you to everybody who took upon their basic time to come to listen and they call in. Judy today, thank you very much. Thank you to my own friend, Eden Dobo, go by the name Bali or something on Facebook. Thank you to Conflare Dian. Conflare, you're right. I mean, obviously we all kind of astonished of things are going on in the community, and it's the best. And the best thing we can do is to come on these public shows and express ourselves candidly, in a very civilized and professional manner. So I want to say thank you to everybody. Thank you, my own childhood friend and brother, Demetrius Flan, Kau Flan. Prince, it is good that I saw my young brother, Eric T. Tapping say we should know that he watching. Yeah, Eric, you watching. Nobody here gossiping about anybody. I mean, we just trying to express what we see, we see fit to talk about. I think it's kind of disappointing the way you, like I said, we're not going to challenge the way you do your scrutiny because I know there's the election commission is always giving the opportunity to draw up their own way of scrutinizing the who be the aspirants and
Mhm.
making them qualified to be candidates. So we cross that level. That's why I make clear. So we cross that level. We don't have to relitigate these things. But it was very unfortunate for people who do not have the track record of leading anything to be qualified to come and just contest. So like they want to grab the bull by the horn, which of course I think Grandidians should not allow. These are fine Grandidians. Josephine Slew, Otavia, they are all Grandidians. They are aspiring to lead. That's not a bad thing to do. But like Mr. Collins said the last time you were on the show, people have to be prepared. And being prepared, you say, does it have a special shape and form? No. But again, in the community we live, there's a exact, procedure you need to follow to be prepared for leadership. You can't dodge that. So I just want to touch on that. But to conclude, Prince, um, Idepwa makes a very good leader. Idepwa served as vice president for the Colin Powell administration for 4 years. Like I said, I worked with her because when I was tapped in to serve as a Ways and Means Committee chairperson, I was reporting to her directly. She's a detail-oriented person. We have our own little differences on issues, but when it comes to leadership, she has the temperament, she has the compassion, and that's why it comes. And when you got compassion for what you do, and you can be and you can tolerate a lot of stuff, then you become a good leader. Because in the common Liberian way, we say you as a leader, you like the dumb path. You're on a dead path. We'll throw anything at you. So you don't come back at people because you don't feel comfortable. Sometimes you don't feel comfortable, yes. If you have the opportunity to address it, you can address it, but in a very safer way.
Mhm.
Seeing a young man running, asking lawyer to intimidate people by letters, I think that's a wrong sign, and that's just proof he doesn't have what it takes to lead people. And being loud on Facebook, you this, you that, or announce on Facebook that you the richest, you the this and that, those things, anybody can do it. You print, you got your show. I can put my phone on right now and say, okay, I worth $60 billion. Who's going to ask me a question? Because I know nobody going to ask me, so I can just say it. Anybody can say anything, and that's not really important. What's important is that when you want to take leadership amongst the people that you live, amongst your family people, your friends, your relatives, then obviously you have to be up to the task. You have to meet the criterion or the criteria, things that that you are required of. You can't just beat around it, or you can't bamboozle your way. Like, I will intimidate people. I will tell people I got money. I will tell people I get this, I get that. First of all, Prince, this country we live in, nobody know nobody know each other asset. Everybody get asset in different shape and form. Yeah, all right. If you choose to come out and tell people that your asset is liquid cash and you got this amount of dollars, that's up to you. Glory be to God for you. I can tell you for free, Prince, I know amongst the crown people, the grand genius here, not, I mean, female, not even male, a female who is sitting over $600,000 as personal money laying in the bank, going about, even helping other people extending hand to them. Does she ever come on Facebook, come on somewhere and say, oh, I reached a millionaire? No. So those people who know her or what she ought to do in the community, she go ahead and do it. Because what you get for yourself in your coffers, in your account, is for you and your family. For you. Nobody, I mean, except you come out and say you're taking some of your money to have benefactors and others and be very, benevolent in that. That's fine. That's up to you. But the idea I listen to Michael, claiming that his young brother worth $1 million. In fact, somebody challenged his brother educational or background. He say, or our leading students in Liberia and Gibson Jeru critiquing my younger brother were walking behind me. So I did not lead him right. How does that have to prove that your brother has education, has good education? So you see, this Chicano race, people only play them around people who are gullible. And sometimes when you borrow, you meet people who are not gullible, who cannot just go by the breeze, then you got a problem, then it become issue. And now what happened to Michael? I'll just speak about Michael because I don't want to mention the other people. Now what happened when they work around with Tim, Big Brother Tim, man? The first time they had their way, but other people came around, they found that other people know that they could read through them and did not allow them to do certain things, they become very upset. And they become what we call Asian provocator. Then they're telling people I'm an insider, I know everything that happened inside there. And then the people believe you because you were there. Yes, you were in the room. Now you also going to tell people the room does not have light, it does not have water, and all kind of stuff. Then people believe you. But sometimes you just come and make a story. So what I'm trying to derive out of Grandidians, you got the right to support. You want to support those who supporting Octavius and Josephine. That they are right. We're not going to take that away from them. But I think they're on a slippery slope. They're in the wrong direction. Josephine and Josephine can be a good leader anytime from now. Once she decides to prepare herself, including Otavia, they can go back to lead other things around the place, and the way they will perform, people will gravitate towards them. People will allow them to lead, get on the bigger stage. But you can't bamboozle your way in. You can't, like Brother said, you can't force your way in to do things, and you think people are going to be quiet. So, I mean, obviously, it's not going to work. Now, for this whole idea of being derogatory or belligerent against each other on social media, I think a lot of people spoke to that, and we all know it's not right. We need to stop. And I 100% agree with former President Kau Flan that people need to lower the rhetoric here. I listened to the last time. Big brother Daniel Payne, a very good role model. People look up to him when it comes to being older and comes to being wise and educated. And I heard him throwing jabs at Timon Collins. At Timon Collins borrow money from Otavia. What does that have to do with Otavia qualification? And Timon got to come out and explain himself to say, no, I did not borrow money from him. This one happened. This one happened. But even if that was the case, how does that make Otavia a good leader? How does that make him qualify? So you see the pettiness. That what a lot of other people, some people, very inclined people, you think you hold to that extent, that what they hold to, because they got nothing. They got nothing to show, they got nothing to prove, they got nothing to justify why they're doing certain things. So they start scapegoating. Now, what we call scapegoating in psychology, just grab anything and just hold it and blame and start blaming. People critique Otavia that he's not qualified and say, oh, Otavia borrowed from the man, he don't want to pay. Seriously? Otavia put himself out there that he can borrow money, people borrow from him, and they don't pay. He got that. There's a whole lot of legal process. You can take the person to court. Once you get evidence the person borrow from you, you can always sue them and get your money back. That got nothing to do with GGA. But again, it just tells that these are confucianists. They will just kind of throw monkey wrench around and make just put start making plot against each other, put people here together. If Beatrice henceforth had not come on last night to debunk or to deny the fact that either lives with her, people who are gullible will run with that. Oh, the most she present, she lives in somebody's basement. Even if the woman lives in somebody's basement, how does that defeat the purpose that she can be a good leader? I don't understand that other argument. So to just conclude, Prince, I endorse the poor in our team because they did a very good job for the first 2 years. And I had no doubt when I endorsed it, either for the previous election, that was very tensional because a lot of good people were in the race, including Boti Tile. But unfortunately, they did not make it because of the same curriculum, the regulations we're talking about today. That the slew poor, the poor, and how do you call it, the game of slew team slipped through the crack and they were qualified. But all good leaders, like Boti led before, and Boti has the potential. Dawu Kamara, these are people that we know personally that can lead, but they didn't make it because their team did not make it, and they accept and they go sit down. So I'm not going to go, to be against any surrogate, anybody who supporting anybody, be you older, younger, or whatsoever. I saw people like JJ Dennis and Daniel Payne on the show justifying what they support. Either sometimes, I even listened to the show. I did not take anything away from that show from the two big brothers because obviously nothing was substantive from there. If the ball on Ide is not working, that's not Ide's responsibility to go straighten the ball. And you want to use that against her to say, I'll vote against her because her ball is not functioning. That's not her ball, that GGA's ball. But again, people got a lot of different reasons why they support people, and we agree, we accept that because that's why our law says people have to be a democracy. That why everybody can be in one basket. However, just to let everybody know, the poor and our team will step up better. They have tried their best. My man, if I had met KSDA in depth, I would have very wondered how can I even pay the money back so I can run my projects. So I was very astounded. I was very happy when I heard people they were able to clear all the debt and start from zero and then they pick up from there. And now they even have money laying down that we can make some reference to, even spending some money back home to help the people back there with the nursing school and to continue on going. So that is a very strong thing. It's a very strong team. So they'll give them the chance that they lead again, that they have that second team. When they don't, they get off the stage. And I encourage Octavius and I encourage Josephine. Let it get back to the local level. Josephine lives in South Dakota. There's a good big GGA chapter there. She can get with them, serve as their chaplain, their treasurer, even vie for their leadership there and take the leadership. Octavia establish a chapter, so to speak. Let him make that chapter, strengthen that chapter be up to par. And then we'll see from the leadership, we'll evaluate them, and based on that, just a constitutional, mandate that they should, serve in this position, they can come back on board. But for now, let it give Edith chance, and people will be on, and let the people decide not to support them and come back to support Edith, so we can have a good, to progress, to continue with the progress that we're on, and excel, and then tomorrow we can have a change of leadership when Edith, the poor, and our team time is completely off. Thank you very much, Mr. Double, for allowing me to use your platform to endorse this camp, and to the point of some of us being away for long. No, we're not being here. This is America. We all migrated from Liberia. We came here for various reasons. And I will get come on the show and start explaining our personal stuff. Oh, I'm not here in another country, or I'm working in another place, or I'm in Grand Jesu. No, that's not very important. However, since we're very active on the stage and now our absence kind of spark attention, yes, the people right. Because when you pass in, for example, they say they call meeting or they call a festival, all the mascara assembly, all the max dancer then assemble and the missing, like for example, we say Begila, you don't see Begila, or we can see do I get I do. Ah, but what do I get I here? They want to find where do I get I going. And what I mean to say, these Sunday girls are named after various animals. So if they don't find out particular Sunday girl, but why they Sunday not participating, people will inquire because you have your footprint in the sand in that particular festival at all times. So it's not surprising that people will say, "Oh, long time, where you been?" This, yeah. So my people, we are around. We are around. We didn't go nowhere. We personal lives, and we serve our time. We have to leave the stage for other people to be there, so we can also serve them too, or support them, so to speak. So all in all, Mr. Double, I want to say thank you to everybody who came in. I want to say thank you to my original conglomerate, my big brother, what they call his name, Boy Carr, Spencer Carr. Yeah, it is true. My older brother, may his soul rest in peace. These are the guys who are running his regime. Unfortunately, he lost his life in the war. Also, my own good friend and brother Jerome Gao Moneymaker, original conglomerate, and Prince. The reason you kind of isolated because you didn't see his resume. You don't play on Odomio. You don't know what it means to eat AC paper color. So you also the picture. So don't be jealous when we're doing conglomerate thing, all right?
Oh,
But
in
thank you.
Congo, there, y'all playing on it
Yeah.
in
I mean, you're
tomorrow.
not swimming Zoe. You're not swimming Zoe. That the thing there are some of the attributes of being conglomerate. You're not swimming Zoe. You're not fishing Zoe. AC paper color. You're not playing on Odomio. You know Odomio 6 o'clock. You know they got 6 o'clock on Odomio. You don't know
No,
other one. And so,
what I'm going to do to
yeah.
those
Call your
places?
man, Bobby told them, ask him, Bobby, what they got 6 o'clock on Odomio.
What Bobby afraid to go back?
Bobby afraid to go back. I beg you, yeah. Bobby will be afraid to go back. Yeah, so thank you very much. Thank you to everybody. And Mr. Dover, yeah, like you asked me, yes, I'm going to be full force. I mean, I'm going to be on the campaign trail. Once I have the availability, I will try my best. This time around, I'm going to be at the convention because myself, I'm missing out 2 months on convention. And maybe tomorrow I'll run to say, you're not qualified because you missed. You don't go to full convention.
Oh yeah, that was stop for body time.
Yeah, I'm
Only
right here,
one to one.
body buy, yeah, my man, they had 2 conventions. You're not sure. They
That's
didn't
correct.
pull, they black the man, and say, wow.
From Iowa to Missouri is about 2.5 hours.
Yeah,
You miss that one.
So we'll
And
try
you
our
miss.
best. We'll try, yeah, because obviously when we're there, people will always around supporting. We have to support everybody else too now when they take over. But the stage cannot be vulnerable. We can just leave the stage empty and think because we left them and then everybody should just take it. No, everybody is eligible. Everybody is qualified. Virtue of the fact they're from the county, but everybody is not qualified to take the leadership role. Virtue of the constitution. So that's the point I want to leave with everybody. Either poor, what team, give them the support. They will go for the next 2 years and see if we can challenge them. I mean, some of us there will not shy away from pointing out mistakes and other stuff or trying to correct them or make our recommendations. So it doesn't mean we support them. They will say that they do anything wrong. So that's not the point. But the point here is the people leading, nothing is broken. Not giving them the chance that they move forward. All the other propaganda going around, belittling people, talking about their personal life. You're in all those things. And our post say, cause learn about your Zach Balu. That means the people on the farm, you're making all that noise, beating all the old crop thing, you think you're driving away the scoring, all of the thing there, the honor that they stay digging the corn seed that you're putting in the ground, and that's it. So this thing will always be the case. People will be noisy. Some people choose, some people that have the trash, they just want to be in noise, they don't want to, be in an environment where people fight, are local here. Some people like to be quiet. So all in all, we're all different. That's the diversity of the community, and we'll just embrace that. But the point is, we need to, desist from the fact that we think we can just go at somebody because we think we're strong. Nobody else strong on social media than their friends. Yeah, you can go behind your computer and type nonsense. Somebody can do the same thing too and type it against you. Just be back and forth until maybe Mark Zuckerberg notices and shut you down. Other than that, nobody can win social media war. And some people started dating the community against the Collins poor administration, and they got a backlash. They were surprised. They were like, we're going to bury Timon Collins. Well, unfortunately, when they found out Timon Collins had own surrogates who were supporting him, the same thing with Fred. They also were bury Fred took up post. So we can't continue doing that. We can have our own differences, but at the end of the day, we have to put the organization in the middle and say, okay, how? Because based on the organization's cohesiveness and how the people respect us from back home. you know. So thank you very much, Mr. Double. I'm always open, and most of the time you have any people on your show, I'm always there. You know, sometimes I'll make
Yeah, I
some.
see that. I see you.
Yeah, yeah. So thank you, thanks to everybody else.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Yala. That was the former secretary, former Ways and Means of the Grand Unit Association, Mr. Alexander Yala. He's all the way from Pennsylvania. He just indulged Madam Edith Poir on the show live here. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's the purpose of our show. There was a little comment here from one of our sisters I'm trying to bring out here. She want to know how she can come on the show. Let me see. Hey, sister, if you want to come on the show, all you need to do is to call me. You'll go in my inbox and tell me, and then we can work something out, look for the day, the availability, and then when we can just bring you on here. And then, first of all, we got to know what you're coming stuck here with us. Yeah, because we don't want to have a perfect key kind of type of show. So you tell us, and then we know, then we'll make the flyer, then we'll put a flyer up there, then people going to come and listen to whatever you get to say. I'm talking Johnson here. She said, Mr. Hose, what does it take for someone to be your special guest? Yes, that's it, for just 30 minutes. Yeah, 30 minutes. You call me, to go to my inbox, me, Prince M Double, and just hire, and then we can just set things up. Then you can come on there, and you can be my special guest. First of all, I know what you're going to say, and then we put it out there, and then we need to question Mr. Timber. Mr. Tay will not come. He's an evasive guy. He try to be cunning. He's sneaky. He sneaks all over the place, Mr. Eric Tay. He don't want to come on the show. Or lie you. He lie. He running away. Congratulations to Tim Poe. That's from Michael V. And then Mr. Tay, my man. And nah, you still going. You see that? Mr. Mooney, you see that? He will take one for me to end. We're discussing important thing, but he concerned about me ending. 2 hours straight, strong man. Okay, that continue from all the way. Continue that fine woman. I see the woman before, but I always see her face on Facebook. She's a beautiful woman from all that. They say she's in Pennsylvania. I don't from continue, you know me. I've never seen continue. And then he said we need to question Mr. Tape on the next time. Tape not gonna come on. I've been talking to Mr. Tape to come. Mr. Tape always want to skip. You are referring to Ellis, Mr. Tay. We are referring to you too. You're referring to Eddie, and we're referring to you. Now, this is what Mr. Mooney said. He said, I need to bring Mr. Tay on. They need to question you, Mr. Tay. You got to make yourself available. This is the only election commission we can have. Mr. Tay, you got problems. Oh, then they put it as the ceremony maker over there. He said, Mr. Tay, then your friend Arizona, yada. Then you, okay. I'm tired now. I gotta go to bed. I don't be on this long. This it's going to 11 o'clock. I always sleep at 9 hours. Supposed to opening let us do. I sleep 9 hours. 9 hours. Lit just 8 hours. I sleep. I put my phone silent. I go to bed. People calling. Oh, my man calling. I say, wait, I can't see. I beg you. I gotta sleep. What you calling me in the middle and therefore? I don't let people call me in the middle. Hello, my own self, brother, long time with Arizona, yara BT Gwen. BT Gwen. What the T stand for B? And then continue. She say, hey, we'll find you, Arizona, yara. You won't find Arizona, yara. Then it goes to continue, faithful. Continue. Now you are no, you. I don't know if you can understand, but faithful. Few years ago, Nigerians were fighting each other on social media, but under the leadership of the poor administration, we fighting for peace. Okay, all right. But then Conglo or whatever he said over there, that's a Spencer car. Yes, every vote count. Mr. Yallah, that's Vivian. Vivian took all those gloves then. She put on those, the Dodi glove and the Dodi glove and get they strong. Because they make it all the rubber. Ganga ball. Whoever played Ganga ball before, I don't know if Ellie Yara played Ganga ball before, but we play Ganga ball. When you hit the ball, you think in the ball sort of goes, so it's bouncing going behind you. And you got to run behind the Ganga ball, grab it and bring it. Ganga ball hard to play. And the glove where my sister Vivian got on my Ganga ball, she put the Ganga ball glove on enough for fun. So let me see right here. We're about to leave here. My Peking, you marry, or you marry, or is it the other man? Because I say my sister conflict. My woman on the thing, I don't think so. She's looking at the thing. Your get question for me, I got answer for you too. But you would tell you gotta come on the show. Anytime I call you to come on the show, you're always making these bunch of excuses all around the place, passing around the place. It's just thank you, Mr. President. Thank you. Okay. Conti, I know you. I was in your house in 2000. I don't know you, Conti. I hear joking. I know Conti. I don't know Conti. Conti, I know you. The first day I saw you was 2017. You were in at the convention. You were sitting to the gate collecting money. Yeah, they had that thing where Bull Unit brought that machine. Bull Unit brought the machine. You put your car inside, they give you receipt. That how you call that machine when you go buy a car. The one woman get to the Kobo shop, go over my Kobo shop, be driving it and taking the 15 hours on my thing. Kobo, what going about 10 hours in that bro, I mean, and la brother, maybe it couldn't one hour, both saying anything, 15, 20 hours, eating our money on a Kobo. You go back Kobo, you rushing, you go back Kobo, man, the winner know you rushing, they will chop you. I love what they're doing. Grilling, and Bo Wayne, people who are from Bo Wayne around here. The Bo Wayne people plenty here, but we are okay with Bo Wayne people because they are plenty here. And Papa and Grandma you from Bo Wayne. Other brother want me to show the building. They think what you the poor they want to build in that building. Let me share the stream. You see, they think maybe to share. I can share the screen here and show from the other side, from the wherever. That's a system. You gotta help me up here. I put a number here. Nobody even sending cash out. You put a number 952-200-8420. Nobody sending cash out. Send something upgraded phone here, man. Making me to take two people. They my stuff. I need $1,000, man. You want to tell me to put $1,000? What tell me to put that? So can I read $1,000? All these memos and all these people I got here, $1,000 irritate. And this is what you poor want to construct in Israel ground over there. She said, I don't what kind of thing you didn't want to do. I don't know, but either poor is she want to do this. Jerome Paul, let me say Jerome got over there. I put it ATM machine. Who the ATM machine? Okay, the bar machine, yeah, in Ohio, yeah. I just told you, Jenna. You were standing to the gate, we pay our money, we went inside, it was I think cold and raining, and they brought you in the building, and you were there collecting the money. I was going around doing a video tape also. Resend what? But 952200842. You go there, you see my crown name Mie. The dollar sign, then Mie. That is the dollar sign MEARH. But when you put 952200842, you're gonna see it. You send low thing. We need to pay for the just the string yard alone and use it for 1 year. String yard charged me $285 just for 1 year. They chopped it out of my credit card. I need to pay that credit card. It's on the 15th of March. They're gonna charge me my credit card. You help me out to pay. They will need this is a 2 something mic, 3 something 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4-channel market. I mean, and mixer. We need something to get that voice. This speaker that I'm using, I saw one for $300. These monitors, so everything I did the calculation, 1 gram, man. You do the fundraiser for this show, man. We bring you news. All that stuff bring you up, man. What you doing? There, no I'm yeah, it's right there. 952200842. 952200842. 952200842. Try to do something for the double show, man. Continue. You drive something, man. Grilling, you drive something, man. You don't drive something. You right now, you living on budget. You is living on budget. EWT is living on budget. EWT is living on budget. EWT is on budget. So he's not going to drop nothing. Mr. T, you're not going to drop nothing. Yeah. So you gotta do this for the show, please. Do this for the show. These glasses they give me, you can see from far. Or teleport, I don't only want to get. But anyway, once they show give me new glasses, so I gotta go for it maybe in 2 weeks time. So I go there, I put it down. Cash app, man. You do the cash app, man. Continue. Not fan pa my woman, more fan pa you. Let me tell you. My woman fan pa continue. You're phone number down. Try and drive something over there and do something on it. But Donald Trump come for all. Daniel Trump. Mr. Daniel Trump. You see, I done no trunk care picking in the play there. You go bully the picking. They want the picking to go get it. You need to choose to charge your guests. Yeah, I'll charge you, but you're two who watching the show. You're trying to contribute to the organ to the program. You guys are the one who get a show. Conti, and territory co-host. They say editor. Edit kind of show. Edit was kidding show. Edit all the show. Then I'm gonna show it. Yeah. So yeah, he said, "Wow." Who said wow? And then Jerome laugh. He always want to say Jerome drops something. He say we be talking and this that and ATM machine. Oh yeah, and Otero Brown from where? Bow or whatever they call the place name. They say Otero Brown when the lap who cross. And it's another you need to drop your late team, my man. You will drop your late team. We will drop small thing next time. Look at that. Drop small thing next time. Oh no, Bali D did a very good job. She dropped something before. It's there in the cash. You need to charge your get. Yeah, I'll charge them on Friday. Look at everybody say Friday. Say continue. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what we're going to do here tonight. We're going to shut the thing up. But anyway, we're going to play this guy. I'll show you corruption. Corruption. That's it right there. That's how we're gonna do it tonight. You think I can sing? I can sing. Well, when I already sing, you ever hear Ziago singing? That's the kind of voice we got with Ziago. We're gonna hit it up here. So, ladies and gentlemen, y'all go have a good night here tonight. Tomorrow, I try to bring Cisco William. I think he got a group. I'm gonna call him tomorrow, and then we're gonna see how we're gonna get Cisco William here. And then by Thursday, I will see if I can get Mr. Cherry Juruka also. I want to know who Cherry Juruka I'm gonna endorse in this whole process here. Cherry don't let me myself too. When he let me, I'll let you. But when it comes to politics, we gotta appreciate. When it comes to the county, we gotta talk about the county. So I want to get Mr. Cherry Juruka here for Mr. Cherry Juruka to tell us. And then Nathaniel Silabo guy here, you always can't allow me to the time. Yeah, Nathaniel Silabo, yeah, this is on morning when Gary for. They telling me say they the sister and you said put a bowl writing up here. Your microphone is off. Okay, let me see right here and from my man and Zaya put it. I missed the you missed the program. Zaya put it. You missed the program. And then you say I'm living on budget. Why should I drop late? Yeah, you living on budget. Your election commissioner get budget. I don't want to bring election commission because I get budget. I'm gonna bring you free for a big year. Nobody can bring free. Mr. President Boy will definitely start and complete project. That's a Slebo right there. Mr. Slebo is all the way in Kentucky, Louisville. Please play a traditional song, a music song, traditional. This song from Cable, those God, those photo boys that are Zulu. They are the Nyambo people from. Oh, do my. Here we young, we can't get your mazor die out, woman. Then, Barney, I know one of them. One to my general. Barney, I know that one was a mobile. So that one my. To my head, no, I do. There you are. Do I I don't So that's how we're going to do it tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody who watched the show, thank you for tuning in. We're going to bring in the Putu Apollo King people here. Maybe tomorrow we'll see how we get to them. But then we need to bring Mr. Cherry Druga here on Thursday. So we're going to make all necessary arrangements to bring the chairman. You know, the men are chairman and the men are global chairman. Zo pen to go global chairman. All that thing what me and Zo doing, we will bracket, we are dodi. So you get between us, you're going to have yourself to blame. Let me just tell you, you get yourself to blame. So that's how we're going to do it tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Those who feel offended by the interview, sorry. Those who are okay with the interview, you are okay. This is the Print Double Show. We'll do this thing here, continue to do these things for our people until our people can do the right thing. Vote your conscience. Vote whoever you want to lead you. Gilmore, vote. Ide, vote. Those who you think or whoever, Ide Poor and Ide and Isaac, when you think they can lead you, vote for them. Josephine Sru and Gilmore, when you think they can be the right good leader for you and they can lead you, vote for them. We'll be in the voting booth that day. Let me know when I'm in the booth. When we're started the process, we'll be there. And we'll go the way you saw it. So nobody will cheat here. Nobody will cheat. We will videotape it. The camera will carry it all around the world. The camera that we're trying to get now, you can be 10 to 15 feet. When you thought it will pick you up. You see the broom here, guy here, the my microphone just left, so I try to pull the thing out of there. So that's it, man. The microphone and what we'll buy, we'll put it on, we'll connect it, and we'll just do it. The technology just booming. They get AI now. You can stay and get AI will start cooking for food. AI cook my rack, come here, going to the store, AI will cook it. Yeah, now I don't want to do technology around. We'll jump behind it. We'll not move on behind the technology too. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. You have a wonderful night tonight. God bless everybody here. And God bless everybody here. So I will see you all. You'll be good. You are a man. Vote Edith according to Slebo, Nathaniel Slebo, not Slebo, not K Slebo. He said that. So everybody, good night now. Bye.